How y'all doing, man? It's your boy the comment, KJN_man. That's debate. Catch me on Universal Debates. Catch me on What It Sound Like podcast, where you get your best reviews and interviews. Catch me on the BLERD Cartel, we doing well. And then catch me on the BLERD Approved Entertainment, TapN No CapN, where basically if you're a blurred and you've seen it, then what's your opinion? And this is the co-host.
And what's happening, boy? It's your boy Strawhead Joofy. Make it do what it doofy. Back for another one. Part 2 of Versus. We in this thing.
Go ahead, Battle Junkies.
OG Battle Junkies in the house. Find me on TikTok and Instagram for fresh battles. Not daily, like once a week, you know.
And
hi, I'm Thomas.
No,
I have no call sign, no nickname. I'm just Thomas. Unless you want to call me the Word, because they get to be blurred, so I'm the Word.
Hey.
I see what he did. That's a WERD. That's funny.
Yeah. Word up.
Word up.
That was a corny joke. There we go. Hold on.
It was smooth, though.
I like it.
No, there's a band called Korn that has a song called Word Up.
Oh, wow.
There's levels, bars right there.
Yeah. That had fucking layers, man. I'm Shrek up in this bitch.
For the last verses, man, I apologize for the technical difficulties, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm definitely here for this one. We're going to keep it in prayer, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and go straight in to our first battle of the night, and then after the fact, we're going to do a overview of all the verses that we had, just give you all the taps and caps.
Secret.
All right, so
Ooh.
Universal Debates. Secret Squirrel versus Perry the Platypus. What's y'all vote, man?
Who going first?
Who we starting with?
I can go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going Secret Squirrel. I think that Perry is way better than Secret Squirrel when it comes to stealth. I think that when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, Perry also has the super leg up. Thank you, my brother. He has the leg up, but when it comes to gadgets and equipment and all, Secret Squirrel wins by a landslide. I mean, it's just unfair. You gotta remember, you comparing a dude with a fedora versus a man with a, you know what I'm saying, with a bucket hat. The bucket hat is a hood one, you feel me? So the hood man gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So always go with the bucket hat.
Go the hood.
You know what I'm saying?
But I got the bucket hat on me. No, I'm going Secret Squirrel too, bro. I look so hard, bro, to try to go for Perry because Perry my dog, bro. Secret Squirrel is who that's childhood, but I fuck with Perry. Perry cool. But no, bro, got the hat cannon. He got a bulletproof vest. He always packing heat. You feel me? And he already whooped on the platypus before. You know, he done whooped the platypus before, so he's familiar with a platypus.
Yeah, this ain't nothing new for him.
It ain't nothing new. You know, another platypus, another day.
Right.
So yeah, I'm rocking with Secret Squirrel, man.
Well, I guess the argument that we can make is that Perry fucks with Dr. Scoochenier or whatever his name is. He got better equipment. Dishes yeah. he fights against him all the time. And he Evil
Incorporated. That was actually the argument that I was going to make. That was the argument I was going to make. Yeah.
This Secret Squirrel all day, and you know what I mean? He gets the better hand, so it could go either way. Go ahead, Thomas.
Yep. As such, since that was exactly the argument that I was going to make, I'm going to give it to Perry the Platypus because, yeah, Secret Squirrel has all the gadgets, but Perry's used to dealing with someone who's got all the gadgets. So he could probably very easily figure out how to get around it, get away from it, handle it, and take the W.
But Secret Squirrel used to deal with people got a little more common sense when they using their guns and gadgets than Doofenshmirtz is. You feel me?
I definitely think that that's fair, but I also think that Perry's IQ is much better than Secret Squirrel, because even though Secret Squirrel has the better gadgets, he is kind of doofy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I love the guy. I love Secret Squirrel. Plan on cosplaying him one day. But when he uses gadgets, sometimes his own demise is him not using his gadgets correctly. You know what I'm saying? So that's one point.
Right. Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna go with Secret Squirrel. Okay. Secret Squirrel was Inspector Gadget when his shit worked, like all the time. The only time when his shit didn't work is when his mole sidekick with the fez hat fucked shit up. Morocco. And he would go and save Morocco from more dangerous, treacherous shit than Perry had to save anybody. Perry has to play weekend with a fucking madman whose daughter takes care of him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He's smart to a certain extent, but his whole ambition is to take over the Tri-County area. That's not even the Tri-County, and he failed countless times.
He was thinking small.
Like, you know, he was small. He's thinking big. He didn't even have big ambitions. Like, yo, Perry is taking the time of his day to babysit this nigga to make sure he doesn't get hurt himself.
Well, I want to argue that, because if you think about it, most of the enemies that Secret Squirrel had were like, I'm going to steal these diamonds, or I'm going to steal this gold, or I'm going to do this. Right. So their ambitions were, hold on.
Tri-County area.
Think about this, though. That gold or those diamonds, you can only spend them once. If you own a whole tri-state area, you have all the economy of that whole place, so you have cash flow.
But he dealt
long-term games.
He dealt with different type of people, so different mindset, different tactics, different type of approaches. He dealt with the same type of nigga, so he knew what to expect. Right. He knew what to expect. And it's goofy. And it's goofy.
Speaking about gadgets, like
Perry
packs the heat.
Perry packs the heat. Put some respect on his species. He identified as a black. Not gonna call him a dog.
He's the weirdest animal in the animal kingdom, like by far.
Yeah, but he's also got poison spurs, homie. So
he does. But Secret Squirrel, without his gadgets, is still a master of martial arts.
Fact.
Let's not play that game. Like, if we're talking about it, Perry is like the nigga from Taken. Like, he's retired. He has one mission. He's gonna get that mission done. That's to take down Duke Smurf, right? And then Secret Squirrel is like James Bond.
Yeah,
he's like top notch. If I had to send a nigga to save the world, it's gonna be.
His name is 00. It means nothing.
I don't know. I'm going with Secret Squirrel. If I have a top secret mission to get accomplished,
I've been convinced.
That was a strong argument you just made, my brother. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good reference.
That's the battle junkie. He know what he's talking about.
Oh, you man.
Hey, that's tough.
Secret Squirrel.
It was valid too. Like Secret Squirrel. You know what I'm saying? James Bond, and then you got Perry, the dude from Taken. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really that's valid.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna fuck you up.
You got a certain set of skills.
Right, and it's only to take down a nigga who wants to take down the Tri-County area. Like, it's the only set of skills he has.
Perry knows judo though. That's judo cool, but he knows a lot of martial arts, karate, jiu-jitsu, all of that. Secret Squirrel is experienced. It's cool.
And when experienced Perry, he has his revolver.
Hey, he ain't playing.
You know what I mean? Like, Duke Smurf never put out the heat on Perry. He put out machines that didn't work. Like, yo, Secret Squirrel's not playing that shit. He's like, yo.
It's Batman versus the Punisher, and like
type shit. Like, okay.
At the end of the day, somebody about to get shot.
But yeah, like no one's gonna get locked up when Secret Squirrel's involved. He's gonna get shot.
Now, can you imagine the scene though, like where like Dr. Doofenshmirtz just gets fed up when he pulls the fucking toolie out from the nightstand? Like, It's it, Perry's platypus.
Right?
Perry
Like
become
around too many. Like around too many times and found out.
It's me. I ain't no pet.
Right.
You got a pet, a domestic.
Right, and that's another thing. Like he's just like master of disguise. Like he's fooling two kids trying to enjoy the summer. That's the people that he's fooling with his master of disguise.
Yeah. I mean, but it also the argument can also be made is that they're geniuses, right? They are prodigies, geniuses for their age, and they still don't know the identity of this dude. So it's also like, you feel me? Like that also could be a
Everybody
point up for him
somewhere.
It's
everybody
like Superman and Metropolis. Like no one knows who the fuck he is. Like we all know.
The curl, you do the little curl. You see
the S curl. Everyone forgets.
How many episodes Doofus Smirks didn't know it was Perry the platypus until he put his hat on? He's like,
right. Put the hat on. Perry!
Talk about master of disguise. Set the bar low.
Right.
Like someone, you know what I mean?
That's how
set the bar very low.
That kind of reminds me of
and so is Secret Squirrel, but Secret Squirrel actually is a master of disguise. Perry the platypus just put on a mustache. Perry. Secret Squirrel actually turned into something.
But we also know that Secret Squirrel his disguise is crazy. So we also not gonna make it seem like just because he got that title that his shit wasn't crazy. Motherfucker just
Secret
put a mustache or a mask or some shit like that.
Bro, he was Batman mixed with Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Right. But like I said, his shit works. His shit works all the time.
Facts.
How about Perry part cyborg? Ooh. Perry, there was that episode.
Yeah. My brother got a
cyborg. That's a different conversation.
Secret Squirrel got a cannon in his hat. He just blast.
I mean, can we just talk about the hat real quick? The hat is a quantum tunnel.
Suitcase. He got a car.
Yo, right, like shit. Physics doesn't matter to this nigga. Like he has a pocket dimension in his hat. Like anything he pulls, boop, fucking I got it. Anything he needs, this secret satchel, whatever. He got that in his hat. It's like Toon Force. You know what I mean? He has that built into his hat. Like he wins.
Him and Hong Kong Fooey got their car in the same place.
Ooh.
Secret Squirrel.
Hong Kong Fooey versus Perry in a hand-to-hand fight is one to talk about now.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I got one. We can definitely visit that.
We set that battle up soon.
Okay, so basically collectively we all tapping in with my boy Secret Squirrel.
Tap in with Secret Squirrel. Yeah, I've been convinced.
All right, bet.
I feel good now.
Tap in.
I feel better now. Y'all got me last time. Next time we got you.
Get it.
All right, so this is a very controversial post by yours truly.
Oh God.
I already know where we're going with this, but let's go ahead and get into it. This might take up a lot of the episode because it's early. Who would win? Bruce Leroy or Wendy Wu? Let's get it.
It's a good fight. Like it's a good matchup.
I haven't seen the first one, and I haven't seen the second one in years.
Black Samurai, the Black Super Saiyan.
Hey.
Yeah, I think if Wendy pushes him to that state, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do against a glowing Bruce Leroy?
A growing Bruce Leroy? What is that?
Glowing.
Okay, she glow too.
The hands.
She glow too. Yeah, Wendy Wu got the glow. She's a female Bruce Leroy.
Animals though, with the little shit behind her, shit when she fighting, but it ain't like the glow.
She a whole avatar out here, bro. She's basically Aang. Facts.
Bro, she was still.
I don't know.
Let's get into it. I mean,
I'm gonna have to be convinced about this one because I haven't watched them in a while. So,
bro, Bruce,
I'm gonna reserve my opinion until I hear you guys all out.
Give me a subject you think that Bruce Leroy got over her, and then I'll I pretty much might debunk it.
No. I'm saying I'm ignorant on more so Wendy Wu because I haven't watched it in a while. So I'm gonna reserve my opinion until I hear y'all out.
Let me give you a quick introduction to my.
Okay.
What's up?
For one, she didn't even fight the actual person. She fought the person inside of a little girl. It took the embodiment of a little girl, for one. So it wasn't real hands. It wasn't real hands. When she fought at the end, the final fight, when she fought, it was the little light-haired girl.
Please do, because this nigga's wilding already. He's already misleading y'all. Already misleading.
Okay, I don't remember none of that shit. Like the little bit I remember. Hold on, let me bring this.
Facts. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. So, all right. So, look. Let me tell y'all.
Give me the introduction.
So, first of all, he said that she only fought
her final
basically the possessed version of the ultimate enemy that she had to fight, right? But at the ending of the movie, or towards the ending, after she beats the possessed version of him, he comes alive within all the statues of all the people that she just killed or defeated, which are demonic spirits, not regular niggas like Bruce Leroy, but demonic spirits with actual real combat experience that's been fighting for over 3,000 years, all combined into one dude. And yes, that was the actual avatar of the dude that she was supposed to fight at the end of the movie. So that's already debunked. She didn't just fight no female. And then you said no hands. That girl has stupid hands. What are you talking about?
That sounds like fighting fucking Shang Tsung.
Bro. Basically, exactly.
I'm literally watching the fight right now, and I see this bitch Wendy Wu go up a scaffold with her fucking ankles. She does a. Like,
yeah, she got the little. She does like the crow, the frog, the crouching tiger shit. She got all the embodiments.
Bro, exactly, crouching tiger, bro. Oh, if you thinking about Kung Fu Hustle, she even got super speed, my dude. Like, she's superhuman. She's not like Bruce Leroy. Yes, Bruce Leroy has really fast speed reactions, but she has combat speed, like where she's fighting at that speed and running at that speed. You feel what I'm saying? She literally ran to school from home, and it was literally like watching The Flash. She's physically faster, and her combat is way faster than Bruce Leroy. So come on, man, stop playing with Wendy Wu.
Bro, I think Bruce Lee got way too much combat experience, bro. He fought he fought actual people, real people, that was their combat experience. The top thugs, the top martial artists in the neighborhood all came to get at it. He fought about 12, 13 of them at one time in the club. You feel me? And we don't even know how far the glow went. You feel me? He fought one person, and he had the glow, and they was getting down. They punched through walls. All kinds of shit. My brother caught a bullet with his mouth. So, that's strength right there.
Okay. Wendy Wu wouldn't be caught dead kissing nobody Converse. I'll tell you that. That's first and foremost.
Oh, okay. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, oh, you don't want me to go
there?
I'm done.
Oh,
y'all know he posted this during Black History Month, too.
I did.
It's cool. Y'all can give it to Wu-Tang Too Young. It's good. I'm done now. Y'all done fucked up. I don't even want to have this conversation.
You about to fucking log out of here? Done with this shit.
He told that nigga to kiss his Converse, and what'd he do? That's the man you defending? That's the man you defending? Come on, bro. He didn't even. You believe he the one. He didn't even believe he was the one. He spent most of the movie trying to believe in himself.
Sometimes, you gotta figure it out the hard way. But you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna. You know what? I knew you was one of them.
Okay, so after reviewing the footage,
nah.
What are they putting hands on Bruce Leroy?
Facts. Talk.
Come on.
The ref had to go over the tape.
I literally just watched the tapes right now. Both of the final fight scenes. When they putting paws on this nigga? When they doing some off the wall shit and Bruce Leroy, maybe it was production limits back in the day.
Right.
But these niggas ain't moving as fast as Wendy.
Not
This
at
bitch is
all.
monkey clawing all around the walls, doing triple backflips and shit. Yo, Bruce Leroy is doing.
Got speed.
And he getting hit by these motherfuckers. I mean, they hitting hard, but
and she's dumbass strong, bro. Like she literally had, I think it was what, five demonic warriors try to hold her down, and she was able to.
It's low key Crouching Tigers versus Karate Kid.
So
y'all can go ahead, man. It's all right. I know how it is, Leroy. It's all right. You know what? If they would have gave my nigga a part 2, it would have been a different story.
I can see that.
Could have been. Could have been. But
watch Vlad. Watch my boy on Vlad TV, man. They said they was talking about it, man. They should have gave him a part 2. Y'all wouldn't be talking about it, but that glow was different.
We tapping in with Wendy.
Thomas didn't go.
I haven't seen Wendy Woo in forever, and I have never seen Last Dragon, so I don't have an opinion.
Guarantee if you watch the 2 tapes back to back, you're gonna go with Wendy. It's like Crouching Tiger versus Karate Kid.
You've sold me on it. Like just the way you've been explaining it. Yeah, I believe it. But the whole time though, I have been thinking. Sadly, this isn't one that I doubt that we have this one lined up, but this is definitely one I want to make. But Juniper Lee versus American Dragon Jake Long. Now, that's a fight I want to see.
You said what's the first dude?
Juniper Lee. Yeah, you never heard of Juniper Lee? Cartoon Network.
The pink hair.
Yeah, she was a Chinese girl. She had like a little pink highlight. Yeah, she fought. Yeah, she's basic. Both of those shows came out around the same time and had oddly similar plot structures.
I got Jake.
Just one was Disney and the other was Cartoon Network, and it just happened to.
Not the second Jake, the first Jake.
Well, my boy Battle Junkies, me and him had inspired a post that he made that I thought was a beautiful versus between Jake the American Dragon versus what was boy's name from Shaolin Monks?
Chase Young. Chase Young from Shaolin Showdown. The
Shaolin
half
Showdown,
man, half fucking Komodo dragon nigga. Hold on.
What were you saying though, Thomas? What's her name? I'm typing it in right now. What's her name?
Juniper Lee.
Right?
You gotta tell me how you spell it. Juno, J-U-N.
Juniper.
Oh shit.
Lee, L-E-E.
WB, right?
No, Juniper Lee was Cartoon Network.
No, I'm talking about.
Okay, I see what's going on.
Shonen Showdown.
Yeah, Shaolin Showdown.
Yeah.
I love the fucking Shaolin Showdown, man.
Shaolin Showdown is Chase Young. Is the dude who came in after what's his name? Jack
Spicer.
And he was like, he was portrayed as like the serious threat, and he was trying to recruit Diego, I think, or
Raimundo?
even Diego or Raimundo. That's Diego. Or Raimundo for like training or some shit.
I'm gonna have to do my research on Juniper Lee. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do my. She looked vaguely familiar, bro. And I'm a Cartoon Network head, so it's crazy I don't know her like that.
Her and American Dragon Jake Long have a lot of fucking similarities. They came out around the same time too. It just happened to be two people had similar ideas at the same time, like one of those weird coincidence type shit. It's super cool though. Both shows are really good.
All right,
I'm going with Jake, bro. Jake was getting busy.
I got to bring some of my battles, man, because the similarities between Chase Young from Shaolin Showdown and him, like I put the poses like side by side. It looks like they belong in the same anime or the same cartoon.
Facts.
Nice.
Facts.
Yeah. So I got to find you somewhere. I'm gonna send it to you.
Bet. So we basically tapping in with Wendy Wood, right?
Brad, like
I'm gonna go Wendy.
I got Wendy.
Woo, 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 woo.
All right.
Tap in.
Woo.
All right. So next battle of the night. Boom. We got Mirio Tagato from My Hero Academia versus Sao Nice from Hamatora.
Location. What was the location?
Oh, I got you. I'll bring it back for you, my brother.
The UA Sports Festival.
Location: UA Sports Festival Arena, and this is a post by Battle Junkies. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and
basically every Japanese anime battle arena you've ever seen. It's just that. It's just a concrete slab square.
That's
you can picture Nice as like an exchange student.
we know
they're going to the festival. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just a plain ass battlefield in front of people.
Yeah, small as hell.
Two supernatural kids with superpowers going at it.
Don't get your ass.
You've seen it in Yu Yu Hakusho. You've seen it in Dragon Ball. You've seen it in every fucking anime you've ever seen.
Tournament arc.
Every tournament arc. That one arena right there.
Right. If the arena is like if they're a teenage protagonist and they got some type of power, I'm gonna put them there because it's like the easiest way to display their powers. If they could have a bunch of classes fucking fight with their powers, why not other people? So,
that's fair.
That's essentially it. You got familiar with both characters?
Who?
Only with Mirio.
I only know one character. I watched,
right.
Bro. I watched he get in. I like what he do, but you got to explain the battle to him though. Like,
so I'm you feel me? You know me, I'm a battle man myself, so I have a little idea. But my thing is, as much as he could, okay, this is my thing, right? Because I think Mirio kind of spikes. Now you can explain to me why you don't think he spikes. The reason why, okay, yeah, Nice can basically detect wherever Mirio's about to pop up, right? And I think that's why you brought up the verses, right?
No, essentially, I wanted to see whose quirk actually is more useful in that type of situation. Because I look at it as one could phase, and he's trained his quirk up from a useless quirk to something that's fucking almost unstoppable, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
We know the pros and cons to his quirk. Mm-hmm. He's never fought anybody as fast as Nice. I like the speed of sound in the My Hero universe is fast as fuck for a lot of fucking people. Or like I think like Edge Shot is like one of the like I think he's number 6 hero or number 4 hero, and he's considered to be like the fastest hero. He moves at the speed of sound.
Right.
So if we have a nigga that can move at the speed of sound, he's prodigy in everything. Like he's super smart. He's trained. We put these two niggas together. They're two prodigies in my book, which two high end level quirks. I mean his quirk. I don't. So for Thomas and Drew, we were kind of going over this before the show started. Nice has the ability when he's listening to music. Once he snaps his finger, if you're in earshot of his finger snap, he can move that distance at the speed of sound. Pretty much essentially right in the sound
so
wave.
he can do that, right? But if Mirio is intangible, right?
Yeah.
How is that going to affect him?
He has to be tangible at one second or another. If Nice could react to it with snapping at that time.
That's only if he's not holding his
How many times can bruh snap his finger though? Like, because bruh,
as many times as you just did right now, and that means he's teleporting as long as Mirio can see it. And if he's tangible at the time he can hear it, it means he slows down to a crawl, and at that point, Nice can close the distance. So it really depends. I don't know. I think it's a closer one than people think because Mirio is high in popularity, but Nice has those hands. Like he's very capable
in that situation, bro.
He whooped it.
The only thing he can do is try to phase, but he's new to this power like anybody else. And in his universe, one of the top 5 ranked niggas who is considered the fastest hero is as fast, he's as fast as, or if not faster than him. And we're expecting a kid from UA. He's prodigy, but a kid from UA keeping up with a pro hero in the top 5 is highly unlikely, right? Like Edshot would probably one-shot him. Let's keep it facts. Edshot's a top 5 ranked hero, and Mirio is still a UA candidate.
Right, okay,
likely
yeah,
to be a pro hero, but top 10.
We're not gonna degrade Mirio as if they
Who's degrading
literally.
him?
You just said that. Okay, he's still a student in comparison to somebody who's a top 5. Okay, yeah, I understand that, but literally when they introduced Mirio, they literally said that the person who would be the best candidate to take over for All Might would be Mirio. So you can't.
Yeah,
say
but he still has a lot of work to get there.
Yeah,
Okay,
best candidate doesn't mean he's there.
Right. Like he still got to graduate. He still got to put his work and experience. Who knows? Year 1, he graduate. Year 1, he goes out there. He gets killed by a fucking supervillain. Then the candidate for number 1 hero disappears before he even ranked.
And
he still has a lot to prove.
Yeah. Also remember how much experience really plays a factor in that universe, because you have so many people that are prodigies at UA, and yet even the best of them can.
It's more like 3 people.
Well, think about this though. Even the best prodigies at UA still easily get their ass kicked by even the weakest of teachers at UA.
Oh.
All those years of experience with your power and learning the different ins and outs of it, what you can do, what you can't do with it, how ways you can manipulate and work around these different things, that only comes with time and experience, which is why those teachers are in those positions, because they've had that time to figure that out.
Right.
And so while Mirio, has incredible potential, the fact that he is still so young and has so much more that he can learn from it does make a big difference when it comes to that. He's great as he is at the time, but the comparison is very fair. You have a very, very, very trained and experienced person who is, considered that speed, and his speed is the same as this other
40. Is that a 40?
Oh, nah, bro, it's a 30. It's a 32 ounce. I gotta watch my weight. It's a 40 light. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, don't disrespect yourself like that, man. But
you already know I'm a 90s baby, bro.
I see that, bro, through and through. Through and through.
I'm an old cat, bro. Don't mind your business what's in my cup, bro. I see that Malibu.
What you think? You think you Lil Wayne or something?
Y'all over here getting fucking drunk as shit, and I'm over here drinking sweet tea like the redneck I am.
First time. What the fuck is going on?
I
want to be cool like you guys. I want to be cool, man. I want to be cool, man.
So I had Juffy over here bragging that he's fucking a MILF.
Right. Right.
I'm in the kids' cabinet. I'm in the kids' cabinet. I'm eating all the kids' snacks.
He that motherfucker that the kids hate having as a stepdaddy. Snacks.
So he on the telegrams like this.
I'm in there. Hey,
Mom, can you tell you to stop eating my fruit gushers?
That's Oreos.
Oreo.
How you doing?
I don't know, man. I think Mirio has a lot of potential, but is he up there? And do people give him more credit? I think so. He had his first run-in with an actual real villain, Overhaul, who doesn't move as fast as we're talking about. And he had fucking trouble.
He knocked off like 4 of them, or like 3. Overall, he was putting paws on. That was even without his quirk.
Right.
So
I mean, that's cool. But is he going to do that to somebody who can move the speed of sound?
I think this is my thing, right?
I'm with Battle Junkies on this from the sound of it.
No, I get that. So this is my point. If he takes off his earphones because he's intangible, then what?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's like saying like if fucking I don't know, Nice goes to speed sound and gouges out his fucking eyes, like it could fucking happen. What we're seeing, what could play out? Who do you think would win? Like, I don't know, out of a battle from 1 to 100, how many times do you think somebody would win the majority of the time? I think the likelihood of that, I'm going to give it more towards Nice.
I'm gonna give it to Muriel based off of like he's not just he doesn't just have a great quirk to combat what Nice has, but it's also for the because he's completely intangible, right? So it doesn't matter how fast he travels. What you're basically saying is that okay, yeah, I can keep on just bouncing spot to spot, but at some point we're going to get in contact with each other. If we're getting in contact and one of those people are intangible, I give it to Muriel being more combatively sound to be able to pull off that feat to put hands on Nice in comparison to Nice being able to do the same thing to him when he's intangible. You get what I'm saying? And Muriel's extremely smart too. He's also, like you said, a prodigy. He's going to figure out his quirk, just like how he went after overall by himself. He ended up getting drunk by other dudes' quirk and having to fight somebody else that made him disoriented while trying to get shot. He knocked both of them off at the same time. And that was why being drunk. And then figuring out overall's power and the other guy. So it's like he's also extremely combatively sound and experienced. So if I'm going off of that, I think that Muriel can pull it off. I give it a 7, or no, not a 7, like a 6 out of 5. Like, yes, do I think that Nice can beat Muriel? Yeah, it's a possibility. But I think that Muriel has the better power skill to take out Nice. You get what I'm saying?
I do. I am still going to give it to Nice. With all that being said, like at one point you can't be intangible and win a fight. At one point you're gonna have to be solidified, and if that's the case, if you move at the speed of sound, you make everyone look like they're frozen. And you get that one clean ass hit on them.
People while being intangible. So like they'll be
trying
to block.
Oh, wait. When he did that?
When he fought, he can all them. So they would try to hit him and block, right, and stop him. His went right through their hand and still make contact, so he can still be intangible while. You feel me?
That takes an incredible amount of concentration, and when he lost his concentration, he lost.
I think he lost because of his heart. You know what I'm saying? His heart was that he allowed trying to be the hero, that hero mindset, to save a girl whose powers was putting, people in jeopardy. He should just let her get shot. That's another whole conversation. But at the end of the day,
if it wasn't
for him sacrificing his power, you know what I'm saying, he would have won that fight. Clear.
If we put Nice in that same situation as Muriel, Nice would have beat Overhaul and got the girl safely within under a minute. Because Overhaul couldn't keep up with him. He would go and break his neck, come back with the girl. Done deal. So
we talking about being a villain.
I mean, he can knock him out. Let's say, boom, behind the head with the fucking club. I don't know. Knock him out.
Right.
But he could one shot. I can say he could one shot Overhaul. He could punch Overhaul with the speed of sound. Like, he's not teleporting. He's moving that. So you're getting that momentum. Right. We all seen the Flash's fucking singular whatever punch where he punches them around the world.
Infinite mass punch.
Picture that in a distance of like across the arena. He could cover that arena before Muriel even figures out what his quirk is.
What you're saying with that perspective, right, is that put in the same situation, Nice would have been able to pull that off. Okay, that's fair. People have different tactics. People have different moves or power skills that are better set for a situation. That still doesn't take away from the fact that if Muriel and him fought, is he gonna be able to pull off that same feat? No, because Muriel's intangible. Yeah, he'd probably be able to knock off.
I think I know how to wrap this up succinctly. If we're talking about a long-term fight where both of them are just trying to test each other out and figure out each other's powers and stuff like that, I think Muriel would be able to take it because he would be able to learn and understand the ins and outs of the works. But if we're talking about initial first thing, trying to go for first blood as fast as possible, Nice has it. Nice is going to be able to be like, all right, we're wrapping this up now. Before Muriel even has the chance to go intangible.
And set in the arena that is set, normally they have them right across from each other, right? They say race, set, go. Nice is not going to sit there and just let me see what's going on. He's going to put his headphones on, and it'll be up to Mario to either go tangible or not tangible. He can feint it. We all saying Jujutsu Kaisen with Boogie Woogie. I don't need a fucking snap. Like, yo, I don't need a snap right away, and then you could be wild out. I can see you go underground. I can kind of figure out how your quirk is. The moment you pop up, I don't know. I think like just like Thomas says, as soon as the match starts, I think he's gonna hear a snap, and before even Muriel could react, he's gonna get knocked out the ring.
Yep. The longer the battle takes, the more it goes to Mirio, but I don't see Nice letting it go on that long.
Oh, look this way.
He gotta be able to hit him.
Eloquently said.
Be able to hit him. That's the thing. All right, but go ahead. That's on you, Jill.
I think only if Muriel could react to the speed of sound. I don't think he could.
I don't know too much about Nice. I mean, the presentation sound good, like from what Battle Junkie saying about him, but I don't know. I never watched that show, so I don't know.
Would you guys concede
the little clips that I seen of him, bro? Nice, but I still think Miro can handle that because even when he be transparent and all of that, he can still make contact. Like when he saved the little girl when bruh had her in his arm and he rushed him, he made them fly and he dropped her and he kicked through, but he didn't make no contact for real. But it was like a gust.
It shows amazing concentration.
So I think
all the concentration in the world won't let you react to a speed of sound fucking hit.
But that's what I'm saying though. He already was,
especially if you didn't know it coming.
Listen, he already was reacting to one speed of bullets, right, which is very fast. He also was reacting to Midoriya, who is also extremely fast. Maybe not the speed of sound, but he does have ridiculous speed reactions. You know what I'm saying? And when Mirio fights, he automatically goes into intangibility. That's what he does. So if you in the location that you put it in, he's not gonna wait to see what he's capable of. That's exactly what Mirio does. He goes intangible, goes in, waits to see. He literally would go into a wall, scope out somebody's powers. That's
he can't do that. He can't do that. That's not how his quirk works. His quirk makes him blind. He goes completely blind, deaf, and smells.
Listen, no, I'm not talking about underneath the ground. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about he'll peep his head out, like when he did in the wall. Like he'll be intangible, but he'll peep his head out.
Which means that part of his face. That means that part of his face is tangible.
But I'm saying he could do that at multiple locations. What's his name? Nice can move hella fast and go to different places. But he may not be able to detect everywhere that Mirio is. Yes, he does have that frequency and all that stuff where he can. We already set the location though. He's not going to be inside building. He's going to be on a flat surface, looking straight at him, 100 feet away.
And the location is the only reason why, by what I seen from the clips I seen right before, I will give it to Nice because Miro ain't got nothing like really.
Yeah, he can hide under the ground. He can hide under the ground, but he's still got to pop up blindly to find a dude who moves.
Ring rules in place. That's out of the ring, technically, ain't it? If you go underneath, that's out of the ring.
No, I don't think it's considered a ring out.
As long as you're still within the square,
the arena.
Yeah, because otherwise going above it too would also be out of bounds.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Just clarify. Are you guys saying if Mirio were to go against Edge Shot in the arena, Edge Shot would lose?
Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta remember, he can go underground and then sneak attack, and then you can move at the speed of sound, but you got to be able to snap to do it. I think that Mirio gonna be able to pull off a hit before that.
I asked you a different question about Edge Shot.
I know, but I'm just saying, like I feel as though like the snap is cool that he can move that fast, but he got to be able to react and then snap to do it. You know what I'm saying?
How fast is Mirio's reaction time?
Subsonic due to dodging bullets. So not quite sonic, but
like close enough.
Pretty fucking fast.
All right. Well, anyways,
I think it's a good fight. I think it's not as close as people think.
I will have,
but
I don't know.
It's cool, bro. Y'all already all
It's
basically voted nice, so it's cool. We just gonna tap in.
I
with nice.
voted for Miro.
He voted. I think it's a draw. I think y'all two voted Muriel.
I don't know, nice.
Yeah,
I think
I think
Miro
it's a draw.
experience. He fought multiple people, and I didn't see.
I mean, you didn't watch Hamatora.
He fought multiple niggas that got powers and shit. Like he got at him.
Yeah, the very first episode you watch him fighting that super strength nigga. There's that whole show's about that. It's just not as big as My Hero, so the popularity of Lemillion is going to be up there. You put we're putting a LeBron James against a street nigga, but the street nigga is nice. Like the street nigga is really nice.
Literally nice.
You feel me?
Literally.
I'm gonna have to check him out. I've never seen him, so I would.
It's like I said, it's not as dope as My Hero by far, but the niggas in there got some pretty dope abilities. You feel me? Like it's like along the same lines as like Bungo Stray Dogs. If you guys ever watched that shit.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we all tapping in. We tapping in with. Well, I guess it's a tie.
It's a tie. Yeah, it's a tie. I'm gonna say it's only four of us.
We want to come up with a different option for. We're just gonna go with Captain. It's Cap because it's a tie. It's a tie.
That's Cap. That's Cap. Called fat because we literally just can't.
Yo.
It's looking like a bunch of jerk offs trying to argue.
What's her name, bro? I'm trying to remember her name. What's the black girl from,
I don't know. I just seen
from Bleach. What's her name?
Which one? There's several.
Right.
You talking about Yoroichi?
Technically.
The assassin?
Yeah. What is Yorichi doing right next to you, bro? After I did Cap, I saw your cat, bro. I'm talking about Thomas.
Oh.
Cat?
Well, first off, that's a fucking boy cat, so fuck no.
I didn't even notice, bro. I just saw the tail.
Yeah, I got two cats.
That's what's up. Thomas.
This is Theo. He's an asshole. He an asshole.
You know they say cats get their personalities from their owners, bro. So
I mean, he's adopted, so.
His asshole was an asshole.
No, he's like that.
Yeah, he's actually really sweet. He just doesn't know how to control his claws, so he constantly digs them into me.
That's what my partner say about his cat, and that's a damn lie. That cat is violent. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's
so we gonna bring up the next one, man. And this is from yours truly. We going with Monkey D versus my boy Clerk, the Super Scroll. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this is one of my favorites right here. You know what I'm saying?
Super Scroll be fucking with planetary level people, don't he?
Hey, I can say Luffy and them. You see my name, right? So I'm a bit.
I had you.
Hey,
I'm gonna argue for Luffy too, because I mean, that's
outside
my
of
nigga.
One Piece, Luffy ain't whooping nobody ass.
I'm gonna make the argument.
Bruh,
Go ahead.
Bruh, go ahead.
I'm gonna make the argument. And Luffy's my captain, so I mean, if I don't, you know what I mean? I obviously, again, comic books have a long history. Like fucking, what's his name, Clerk?
Yeah, Clerk.
Super Scroll has been around since like fucking the 60s, right?
Yeah,
he's been around for a long fucking time. There's been a lot of retcons. There's been a lot of revisits.
Yeah, but you can't tell me that motherfucking Luffy hasn't technically been around for a long goddamn time, too.
No way as long as fucking... Well, he came out in 1990.
Think about this, though. Like, at least in every edition, every volume of One Piece, Luffy's in it doing something badass. It's like hundreds of them between to be able to see anything Super Scroll's doing. So if you put them side by side, they probably have similar, or Luffy probably has more feats. Because even though Super Scroll's been around a lot longer, he's not going to be in as many volumes, as many editions as Luffy is. So I think that I wouldn't use that as an argument for that one, because One Piece has been around for fucking forever. I think it's older than me, dude.
Well, the character arc of Super Scroll is to put him against strong niggas, have him beat them niggas, and then have somebody stronger come along and beat Super Scroll. Like it's always the case. He beats up the Fantastic Four. Somebody else comes in from the outside to help them beat up Super Scroll, which is like Captain Marvel, right? And then he comes around. He beats up the fucking the Silver Surfer. Battery Bill comes around and helps him out with him. He fights the Thing one time. The Thing, depowered, beats him. So it's like he's weird. He's weird, but I put him more towards the more cosmic, nigga. Like I put him up there. So I'll put him up there with like probably like just below the Heralds of Galactus.
Right.
Yep.
Which is very powerful.
Which is very powerful.
You know what I'm saying?
Luffy can't fuck with him, but I'm gonna make the argument either way.
Year
I'm gonna make the argument anyway.
He's actually beat Silver Surfer and stuff like that. So it's not like he's not. He can be.
That's what I'm saying. He fought Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer had to have someone else come in.
Right. And we all know that Silver Surfer has the power of cosmic. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and he's super strong, and he's super fast, and all the other shit. And Super Scroll still whooping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it depends on, for me, we all know that Luffy has his transformation when he goes God, and where he transforms into that. He has that now in the manga. I think that form definitely can do Super Scroll easily. The thing about it is that Super Scroll has the power of Invisible Girl. So if you put in the power of Invisible Girl, where she can put an invisible bubble inside your body and expand it, she might damage his internal organs. Now, I don't know how Luffy's body works, but unless his organs can be as rubbery or elastic as his outside body is, they are. Well, then that's an argument. You know what I'm saying? So he can survive that. You know
so then the question becomes power versus hacks.
And here's my argument for that. I don't think there's a way that Super Scroll could hurt Gear 5 Luffy. I think there's plenty of ways for Gear 5 Luffy to hurt Super Scroll because he's not always elastic. You know what I mean? Like he has to turn his body or that part into elastic. And if he does, like Gear 5 has Toon Force technically on his side. He jumped rope with the bolt of lightning. You feel me? Or with fucking Kaido's body. Also, if he goes invisible, Luffy has extreme observation haki. He has real haki, which blows up internal inside. So even if he is tangible, Luffy has armament haki. He could hit him physically, even in his intangible form, even in this rock form. Luffy could put a hole in that nigga if he wanted to. Destroy all his inside.
Well, I don't know about hole in him because we all know how durable the Thing is.
Hulk, bro. Thing done got hit by the Hulk, and I think Hulk got a lot of power, bro.
The Hulk hitting him on the outside is not the same thing as Luffy hitting him on the inside with real haki because he's concentrating his haki inside and then it explodes outwards. Hulk doesn't hit like that. Hulk smashes. This is meant for Kaido. It's meant for Kaido to destroy his layers, which is argumentally like Kaido has extreme durability. So he had to find somewhere that he could use to hit his internal organs without punching from the outside. Now if you do that with anybody, destroying them like the nigga from Fist of the North Star. You're not to blow your head up by like kicking your head off. No, he hits your fucking bodily organs and you fucking die.
Right.
I mean, if he has a brain and Luffy punches him in his face with real haki.
The thing with Luffy is that he can use haki, but then Super Scroll can also use invisible bubbles to protect himself. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how durable Invisible Girl's visible bubbles are. So it's like, can it get through that? Yeah, he might be able to physically see it, but can he break it? That's a whole nother conversation.
But Gear 5 Luffy might not even need to break it. He just picks it up and shakes it around like a snow globe.
But see, that's the other thing about that is that he has a limited time of when he can use those gears.
True.
And a limited time of when he can transform into that God Luffy form of Toon Force.
Very true.
So the difference between him and Super Scroll is that Super Scroll doesn't have any time limit on using none of his powers, and he can use it to the full extent of all the Fantastic Four.
He can fly.
And we also got to remember that. Go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm just like, bro can fly. He can breathe out of space. You feel me? So you can definitely take him out of space. So he's just like, bro ain't gonna survive. He can't breathe out of he can't breathe out of space, and he can't breathe in water. And Super Scroll don't have neither one of those problems. I mean, just outside One Piece, I don't think One Piece fucking. If you got a devil fruit outside of One Piece, you ain't fucking with nobody.
Right. And I read a comic where unlike what's his name? Johnny Storm. What's his actual name? Human Torch. When he explodes into a supernova, Super Scroll has that same power, and he thought he was gonna die when he did it, and then he didn't die. So if we go
I think that is like a trump card of his, and I don't think that has any effect on Luffy, especially Gear 5 Luffy. He's a sun god.
You don't think going supernova would have any effect on Luffy? Supernova?
On a sun god Luffy? On a sun god Luffy.
Bro, supernova means exploding the whole planet. So you mean to tell me that he's going to survive?
No, supernova means exploding the fucking star.
Right.
Supernova he would explode the planet. If whatever planet or surface that they're on, he would explode the whole planet. So what would Luffy do?
Who knows? Gear 5 Luffy is still fucking new, right? Here's my argument. Gear 5 Luffy, we don't know his full potential. And if we're arguing full potential against, I guess, the full potential of Super Scroll, because again, Super Scroll has lost to like people very weak, like weaker than him. He's lost a few times. Okay. So again, a depowered thing. He lost to him. So he's lost to. I think he lost to Black Panther. Now let's not sleep on Luffy.
Black Panther put down Galactus, so I don't want to hear that shit. Black Panther
again, it just depends on who's fucking. It just depends on who's writing the whole. And this is why I don't like comparing comic book characters to anime, because like you said, Thomas, Luffy has been going on for a while, but has been on one continuous journey. You've seen him from his child all the way up to where he is at now. And it's been one straight line, right? Super Scroll's been everywhere from the moon and fucking back. He got his ass whooped by street level niggas all the way up to fucking Galactus like niggas. Like, it's hard to place him. So, but if we're still talking about Luffy has been shown to move the speed of light speed, reacting to laser beams and shit. And we're talking about Gear 2nd Luffy. We're talking about Gear 5 Luffy. If you're talking about he does a supernova, like who's to say Luffy doesn't fucking just hold him in a fucking hand until he fucking snuffs out? We're talking about a sun god. We're talking about an actual fucking god in the One Piece universe. Like, if we're comparing gods now to other universes across the board, like, well, who knows what he could do to fucking Scroll? And the One Piece universe, their world is a lot bigger than our world, like, which is set in our kind of, so it's hard to say how much that affects. Like, fucking Fire Fist Ace had a supernova explosion. Didn't equal the size of the one that that Johnny Storm does, but who's to say in comparison in the One Piece universe that was the same size?
I see what you're saying. Well,
let's also not forget that gods are not equivalent across media.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So it's just one of the things that's hard to say with anime and comic books. If we had to say, I generally, like I said, I agree with y'all niggas. I'm just making an argument because
no, that's fine.
At the end of the day, Luffy, I'm just arguing out of favoritism at this point. At the fucking
that's your bias.
That's my captain. That's my captain. I ride or die for my captain.
I feel you.
I'm gonna
I can't be Zoro.
I'm gonna go with Super Scroll at the end of the day, but like, you know, I don't know. Luffy's that nigga, and so if we're talking about that long playing out battle between Naruto characters and One Piece characters, I think Naruto characters are towards like they're top heavy. There's like 10 niggas on the top of your hand that rise the whole universe, and then everybody else is just fodder. Like majority of the fucking Kahona 13 there, just all fodder. And like all the characters in One Piece are a fucking threat. If they were to walk over to the Naruto universe, it'll be a fucking problem. That's all I gotta say.
All right. That's very all right, Thomas and Jew.
I'm gonna get back at you about that One Piece versus Naruto.
But yeah, man, I'll do it all day long. I don't know. I like to argue logic. Like you could literally convince me otherwise that Naruto is better. But after watching both series, it's what Luffy's picking up shit masses like when he's like 17. That's like a Gear 7 fucking feat.
Naruto,
I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I think One Piece niggas outside of Zoro and Sanji is too goofy, and like Smoker, they too goofy, bro, to fuck with Naruto niggas, bro. Like
everybody
who put their hands on Smoker?
So look, let me ask you a question. Listen. If Smoker, Luffy, because now we going outside this versus because we was just supposed to vote on this, but let's just since we here,
we're already here now.
We got to pad 2 hours anyway. Fuck it.
Right. Since we're here,
Right.
Any of these niggas get hit with Amaterasu, what the fuck are they gonna do?
What's Amaterasu gonna do to Smoke? Make more smoke? Make more smoke.
No, it's
how do you burn smoke?
It's a fire that can't be extinguished. So it's like it literally.
And I'm asking you, how do you burn gas that fire then makes more of?
It burns gas, bro. Do you not know how fire works?
Do you not know? Tommy, do you know what I'm saying? Wait. Answer this question. Is smoke a gas?
No.
It could be air, it can be gas, it could be any of those chemicals.
That's not what smoke is made out of.
And it's still,
what's smoke made out of?
It doesn't matter. The fire's still gonna burn.
It does matter. It kind of does matter if that person's completely made of it. So
smoke,
if you're saying
smoke is made out of the debris that is being burned mixed with whatever oxidant and whatever accelerant is being used. So it is a mixture of it is a mixture of solid and gas. And yes,
work like that because Luffy was able to grab that nigga and smoke for him. He grabbed the tail end of that ass and dragged him back and slammed him in the snow. That nigga.
That's when he learned hockey.
Yeah, but yes, those things you can further burn. You can make it hotter because.
But then what's the byproduct? What's the byproduct of that? Is it more smoke?
No,
fire doesn't burn clean. Yeah, fire does not burn clean. It always produces something, right? It's always like where there's smoke, there's fire. So if you burn smoke and he's made out of smoke, he's just making more smoke.
He's not the Phoenix, bro. He's not gonna be gas, get burned out, and then just come out the fucking smoke. That's not how that works.
It happens simultaneously. So as you burn, you're still producing smoke.
If the smoke gets burned, he's done.
I don't think that type of smoke. I don't think he can produce that smoke.
The smoke that comes out of that is his motherfucking ashes.
Can he recycle?
Recycle?
No. We know that they could produce like Caesar gas, right? He could be all gases. Who's not to say smoker can't be all smokes? Now you're specifying what kind of smoker is. And we don't know.
Look like clean.
I'm not saying
he's a smoke logia that we know that they control all forms of that, whatever they are.
We have gone off on a tangent so fucking far left field.
I knew we was gonna go here. That's why I said I knew we was gonna go here. But my thing is, it doesn't matter what type of smoke he is. Amaterasu, the way it works is that no matter what it's on, it's a fire that never goes out.
Yeah, stop thinking about it like it's a temperature. Think about it like it's a fucking curse. It's different. It's straight up magic.
Oh, Okay, so
don't think about it in terms of temperature and like what it can and cannot burn. It's a fucking curse. If it's a living sentient thing, it's getting fucking burnt. It's getting fucking cursed.
It lives on water, bro.
Yeah, that's the difference.
In the middle of the ocean, it's going to be a flame that stays there for the rest of its existence until somebody with Amaterasu with that eye can do it to take it away. If anybody in One Piece gets hit by that, it's done. Nobody's going to be able to. That's it.
That's very like circumstantial. Like that's like saying you know who Sugar is in One Piece.
Yes.
Right.
He froze.
Did he freeze?
I know who you're talking about.
We're talking about one power. We're talking about one OP hacks versus a lot of people. If we're talking about that, we're talking about Sugar's power all day long. She make Madara look like a fucking who the fucking Madara after she touches them? A trinket toy? let's not play hacks now. If we're playing hacks, then she comes up and touches fucking Itachi.
I think Khan froze, by the way.
And then she fucking froze.
He's thinking about what I'm saying deeply. I'm winning him over, I know.
That's that punk ass computer again.
I mean, cool. You can see if I'm still not convinced that he could burn actual smoke, unless it's stated somewhere else he could burn other shit. Because
in the case of Amaterasu, it is because it burns anything and everything. Because again, because it's not like it's.
I'm gonna concede to you for this.
Yeah. This isn't like your typical like pyromancer type fire where it's just like I'm gonna make it even hotter, because like then we're talking about like sublimation, we're talking about science shit. That's fun. I love getting into that.
I thought you had to place it in the area or it had to touch you, but you then become something else. Like you become intangible to a certain extent, and you intertwine with the other byproduct smoke that is formed from the burning area. Then you could then move your body like, yo. So if I'm close, right?
Yeah, since it's chakra, so we're gonna it's straight up spiritual energy. What would matter in that particular case is it coming in contact with another type of spirit entity, which in this case with smoke, since he is still controlling all his smoke and he still is a person with a spirit, he still has a soul, he still has sentience. It's capable of touching him in that kind of form because it's not operating on fire rules; it's operating on curse rules. That's where the difference lies. Yeah. So if we were talking about just a fire that's so hot it burns anything, we're talking science. We're talking just temperature. We're talking sublimation. We're talking that shit's fun. But in this particular case, because it's a spiritual type of fire, it's essentially a magic fire. It's going based off the rules of you have a spirit. And so that's why it can touch you, and that's why it can burn you regardless of whatever form you're in. That's what it is. So you have to have a character that is either immune or is able to shrug off spiritual type attacks. That would be able to do that.
Or is the faster than that. We've seen people dodge it plenty of times.
If you can dodge it, then that's the difference.
And it shows the person's blind. But I definitely can see that point. Okay. Again, but that does not the argument that I laid out earlier is that Naruto is top heavy. Itachi's up there with that top heavy category. Anybody who could put you in the infinite Tsukuyomi is fucking OP, right?
Fuck yeah.
But again, we're talking about the average. We're talking about the average character coming into Naruto wreaking mass havoc. Like if let's say Smoker or like Crocodile were to walk into Konoha, like if not too many of the Konoha 13 that would be able to stop him without Naruto, Sasuke, or Itachi or Rock.
Yeah. So basically Naruto would win, but at what cost?
Well, or let's say those guys were out, and who else in the village was going to stop? Everybody else was there. No Sasuke, no Naruto, no Itachi. Everybody else was there. Shikamaru was there.
Smartest person in
Shikamaru was there.
Shikamaru
is the smartest man in the whole.
Shikamaru, baby.
But okay, I love Shikamaru too. But let's not Batman Shikamaru. Shikamaru needs fucking prep time. He needs
he my Shika.
Prep time.
He needs prep time. If you give Shikamaru prep time like Batman, he can beat a lot of motherfuckers that he shouldn't beat. First encounter, he get mobbed by a lot of niggas.
Hey, Shiki,
he get mobbed.
A week and a half though.
If he went up against the same nigga who beat his teacher like the next day, he wouldn't be able to stop him. He'd get mobbed too. He already admitted that. That's why he took time and preparation to beat him.
But still, it didn't take him 30 days.
I mean, it doesn't matter. If you can't beat somebody on first encounter, like you bump into a nigga, you're like, give me 30 days. Like,
hey, Batman, his prep time quicker than Batman.
Hey, I love Shikamaru. He plays his position. He's a strategist, but don't put him on the front line.
Look,
he's gonna get mobbed. He's a great.
He the one that keep.
Yeah, of course he is. He's the consigliere to his mob, but he's the advisor. You feel me? But like, I'm front linesman. Like, no, leave that to other niggas because he's using his brain. He's playing chess with the other pawns.
Too, man. That shadow possessor just ain't no joke, bro.
Who that working on, bro?
He coming through. OG style.
Is that working on a person like Kaido?
Probably.
You think so?
Not
not
sure.
in dragon form.
You think West Conqueror's hockey, that shit will affect him? Like other shit doesn't affect him because his hockey's too strong. Like Law couldn't teleport him because his hockey's too strong.
Fair.
So like you're saying, could fucking do this and then take over Kaido's mind. Like, oh, I forgot what I was fucking doing. Like, nah. I think
Kaido. Fair enough.
You don't think the 5 Kages could knock down Kaido?
Fuck no.
You don't think the 5 Kages
at the summit Kages, the one that got faded by Sasuke? Fuck no.
They didn't get faded like that.
Fuck no. Yo, Kaido could drop down from Skypiea and land on them niggas, and it'll be fucking done. What are they doing? They're sweating a meteorite.
All right, so
when I watch this, I'm like, oh shit, this is dope. So then I watch what happened.
Kaido versus B.
Kaido.
He got the beast, like with the tail beast. You don't think they can manage
Kaido got his dragon form.
Exactly. I think that nigga beat the shit out that dragon.
So here's
the look of offense on his face was so fucking.
Bro, his name is Straw Hat. He should know better. They fight sea kings bigger than the fucking tail beast.
But these tail beasts got conscience.
When the Straw Hats are hungry, they eat shit bigger than the tail beast, bro.
These things got better consciences than the fucking things in the
water. Fuck all that, bro.
And they power level is totally different.
Okay, and we're talking about Kaido, who knows how to fight too. You acting like Kaido ain't got no consciousness when he's a dragon. He knows full well he can communicate. He's talking, fighting 9 scabbards, fighting Law, Kid, Zoro, Luffy, while carrying a fucking mountain. He's doing all that while not even concentrating. Like, if he dropped fucking Wano on the battlefield where all the fucking shinobi are, who's surviving that? Again, they were sweating Madara's meteorite. When I watched Dressrosa and I watched fucking Fujitora, the admiral. The admiral dropped like 18 motherfucking meteorites on Law, and Law was handling the shit. You feel me? Like, well, if we're talking about crazy feats, they're like, they literally sweated the meteorite. And then Madara shitted on them and said, what are you going to do about the second one? What are you going to do about the 30th one that fucking Fujitora dropping?
So
he dropped him down confidently.
I get to see on everybody outside the Straw Hats. Now that's a different story. Other devil fruit users got some different powers. You feel me? Because I think Whitebeard will go in Naruto and knock some shit down with that diamond flash shit. But Straw Hats is what I'm saying. Outside of Straw Hat, the crew, I don't think they can fuck with too many crews.
What about all the admirals? Aokiji walked into the middle of Konoha, whatever. However you
definitely, bro. Them niggas changed.
I mean, disrespect.
Bro, I'm not talking
with the blink of an eye.
I'm not talking about outside of the ship. Because the Aokiji and what's the name changed the fucking climate of a whole island. You feel me?
Forever.
OP shit.
For fucking ever.
If you can change the climate to a whole fucking.
This nigga shits on every. Yo, he freezes the whole ocean or whole parts of the ocean for weeks just to ride his bike. He shits on everybody. Then they get drained of chakra. Then oh my god, I gotta restand. Like no, he just does it casually.
It's a watered down version of the X-Men. I feel One Piece is the X-Men. I feel like the different edition. Stop
disrespecting my Straw Hats, please. I'm gonna have to take your title off your name.
So you don't think that One Piece is a different rendition of X-Men?
Nah,
like, you got X-Men abilities, brother. You got Iceman. You got.
That's not even on the Straw Hats.
No,
you got
Brooke. One Piece.
You got Brooke.
One Piece.
One Piece.
At that time, I said One Piece.
One Piece cover everything, bro. There's a nigga that turns into a jacket. Like if you.
The niggas is X-Men over there, boy. Y'all motherfuckers mutants.
So since we're talking about X-Men and we're talking about One Piece and all these other characters, we're still waiting on his ass. So while we're waiting for him, you want me to go ahead and do my announcement?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So everyone that's still watching, as I mentioned last week, I started running a tournament. It was a fan draft tournament. We got all the characters in. I announced who was moving on to the qualifying rounds, and so I posted them. Kind of fucked up at the beginning of this week. I didn't know how the polls work right, so I fixed it. So we had 3 days to vote. So we have our winners. I thought that I was going to have some tiebreakers. Apparently I didn't. Enough of you voted last second to break all the ties. So here are the winners of the qualifying rounds. And so these will be the 13 characters that are going off into the tournament proper to find the best fan draft for D&D classes. So for Artificer, we got Gilgamesh from Fate, which has apparently been a really contentious pick. We got for Barbarian, this one surprised me. We got Asura from Asura's Wrath. I really thought Kratos was going to take it, but no, everyone voted Asura. For Bard, we got Brook from One Piece. So he made it in.
Brook.
We got for Cleric, we only had 2 possible options for this one, and everyone preferred Priestess from Goblin Slayer. For Druid, we got Storm from Marvel. That one was a landslide, pun intended.
Yeah.
We said Brooke is in the Swordsman?
No, Brooke is Bard.
Bard. Musician.
Yeah. They get their power from stories and music and stuff like that. Basically, they have big dick energy, and that's how they get their magic.
Boom.
Straight up, not even lying. For Fighter, we got Master Chief from Halo. That was one of my picks. From Monk, we got Aang from Avatar. For Paladin, we got Link from Legend of Zelda. We got Khan back. For Ranger, we got Dritz Erden from the Forgotten Realms series. For Rogue, now this took forever. Literally, it was a last-second vote that decided the tiebreaker on this, but we got Altair from Assassin's Creed. For Sorcerer, we got Morrigan. For Warlock, we got John Constantine. And for Wizard, we got the best motherfucking wizard ever. We got Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Uncle! One more thing.
I was so proud to see that he had the most votes. Like, yeah. I'm really happy. I'm surprised that so many of my picks actually made it in. I'm good at this.
For Wizards, he won in the Wizard category?
Yeah, he won for Wizard. Yeah,
I'm trying to put him in the battle. I don't know who to throw him against.
I don't even think that he's a wizard, though. I really think that he's a Shaolin. He's more of a Shaolin than he is a wizard.
Yeah, like
he really isn't.
Type of...
He is capable of doing kung fu. I will give you that. But you think about his power set comes from reading old tomes and ancient spells and mixing concoctions and things like that. Straight up, he's a wizard. If you go by the rules of D&D. If you go by the rules of D&D, he's straight up a wizard.
I would say
you know what a Shaolin does, right? Like, it's not like a Shaolin. When I say a Shaolin, I'm not talking about how y'all think of like people who know kung fu and shit. I'm talking about a Shaolin. The definition of people who know about spirituality are able to like, what's the word? Shit. Hold on. What's the word I'm looking for?
Manipulate their ki. Is that what it is?
Yeah, like through ki, and then also like it's like when you what's the word when you somebody's possessed and you are able to like dispel it. What is it called? Exorcism. Like they're good at that. That's more of like his realm, in my opinion.
You are right, and I can give you that. In that kind of case, you would I would classify him as a cleric. But in this particular case, since a lot of the way that classes are identified is how do they get their powers, when it comes to cleric, that's just a god saying, you're one of my chosen people. You now have the powers to do that. Your faith literally gives you power. But for uncle, it comes from meticulous study and research. And that is straight up how a wizard gets their powers. So while you, of course, with how I set this up, it's entirely up to interpretation when it came to how people could draft. If you just genuinely thought this character fit that particular thing, if you had picked Uncle, you could easily put him as Monk. You could have put him as Cleric. You could have put him as whatever you wanted. For me, when I drafted, and because I drafted Uncle, I went based off of similarly to how D&D does it, which is how do you get those powers. So in that case, I put him as Wizard. It made the most sense to me.
That makes sense. No, when you break it down like that, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like if you look at all my picks, that's exactly how they get it. Because I had a couple of people asking about Link, like he wouldn't, like they were saying, oh, he wouldn't be Paladin, he would be Bard, or he'd be Fighter. He could easily. I've built a Bard style Link in Pathfinder, and he fits perfectly. But in this particular case, I went with Paladin because the whole point of how you get your powers as a Paladin in D&D is a god grants you those powers. They literally choose you as a champion. And so that's exactly how Link got his stuff. He was chosen by Hylia. So, yeah, everyone has their different reasons for how they drafted who.
Does Shazam count for that category?
Who is what?
Does Shazam count for that category?
Shazam, I would classify as that, definitely. As a paladin, definitely, very likely a paladin, possibly a cleric. You could also say warlock, actually, too.
So you got it probably.
Because technically speaking, it's not a god that's giving him his powers. It's just a powerful entity, and that's how warlocks get there. So basically, clerics and warlocks are similar, but clerics get there straight from a god, paladins too. But warlocks get it from just really powerful entities like demons, devils, fae, literally fucking Cthulhu. Yeah. So, yeah, like if you're not a god, you're more. You get your power, you're a warlock, essentially. So that's where that difference is. It's kind of weird. It's a pact you signed. It's an agreement.
Okay. You play Warhammer? Or you know of Warhammer lore?
I don't know shit about Warhammer lore, and I wish I did because it seems so fucking fun.
I played the demo.
Warhammer 40K is two different things. Warhammer is more like fantasy, elves, orcs.
Very diesel punk.
Right. And then Warhammer 40K, same shit that's in the future. There's space orcs, and they're more like spores that reproduce at like rapid speed. So like they infect planets. Mm-hmm. And all they want to do is kill. They're fucking stupid to the point where whatever they believe in.
Yeah, belief gives them power.
So like if you put in a bunch of fucking pieces and you're like, this is a fucking car. The car starts fucking moving. Nothing's connected. Yep. It has wheels and shit. Like the universe is crazy.
Yeah, I've heard about that ability where you get enough orcs believing in something strong enough, it becomes a thing. There's another there's a race in D&D that's like that too. It's not the orcs though. They're called the Kuatoa. They're like little fish people. And they're ugly as shit. But yeah, straight up, if they believe in something, they create gods. Like I'm talking like an errant thought becomes a thing that just runs through their community, and they've just added a new character to the pantheon that's just as strong as any of like the elven or human or dwarven gods. Yeah, dope. They are fucking terrifyingly powerful.
See, I was asking you if you knew the lore because I wanted you to tell me what you would classify the God King of humanity, the Emperor of Warhammer 40K. If you know,
Good
know that
question.
character.
I've heard about him. I don't know much.
Yeah. Powerful psychic, like best warrior, best everything, but most powerful psychic, and
probably a multi-class of a bunch of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to the lore. The lore is amazing.
I've heard the lore is fucking great. I hear it right up there with like Bionicle, with insane lore he wants to know.
Did we ever come to a conclusion with Luffy versus Super Scroll?
No, we just talked for 30 minutes.
Okay, so I got Super Scroll. I believe Battle Junkies has.
I got Super Scroll. I just wanted to make the argument.
Okay. Jew?
I have Super Scroll.
Okay. Thomas?
Super Scroll.
It's a sweep.
Tap in.
Jew, can you tap in with can you tap in with Super Scroll for me?
We're tapping while Battlejack is fapping.
Now my laptop wants to start.
Quick wiggle of the hand.
Bro, that was
pop a flat.
It's in the you see it? It's in like videos.
I did it already.
Yeah, you did it.
I missed it. Okay. All right, we got the next one.
It happened so quick.
I didn't even hear that tap in or none of that shit. All right, well, let's go to the next one.
Welcome to my world.
Right.
We talked.
Yes, sir.
Damn
yes, it. Sir. Now this is really by yours truly. Like the other one I shared on Universal Debates, but this one right here, you feel me from the page? You feel me? Jujutsu Kaisen Maki versus Kurome Akame got killed, and I really want to get into this. I'm actually really upset we didn't. I wasn't there present for my other ones, but yeah.
I want to say real quick, I am mad as shit about this matchup because I want to watch both of these animes so bad, and I keep fucking forgetting to do it. I haven't seen either one. They're both on my list, and I keep forgetting to watch them.
And you ain't seen Akame got killed? Bro, these are some of the best animes that's out there. I'm not going to lie.
I've heard, and they're on my fucking list, and I keep forgetting to watch them. So I'm mad about this because I should know.
What'd you say, Drew?
I said, Kyle put me on to that Akame got killed, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it good?
You know, fire.
That's amazing.
Fire.
Bro, when
I picked it up on accident, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? And I like just binged it. Yeah, I was like, I just stumbled onto it.
Damn, you keep picking shit I haven't seen.
Bro, that's tough, bro. That's why I usually try to let people know like what we have going on before we do the live. But hey, not everybody attended this time, so it is what it is. But to give you, I guess I'll do an introduction. So just like how y'all kind of learned how me and Battle Junkies was going against each other for a second and gave an overview of all the powers and shit like that, I'll do the same thing for this one so y'all get a pretty much a good idea. So what Kurome, the sister of Akame, she has a cursed weapon that basically summons the dead. She can summon the dead and have zombies at her will. She already has like very powerful avatars that she summons to aid her in a fight. Two of them who are like one is a powerful swordsman, the other one is a powerful marksman. She's also a powerful swordsman by herself, even without having help with her cursed weapon. Then you go into the master of cursed weapons, Maki, who really her only power is being able to kick ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's really it. You know what I'm saying? She don't have nothing special besides her actual own cursed weapon. So it's a cursed weapon versus the master of cursed weapons. You know what I'm saying? She's just a master, combatively sound person. Now, even though Maki has, even though Maki has, no, excuse me, my fault. Even though Karome has the better power set for fighting Maki, the difference is that even when Akame fought Karome, she lost, which it was just a 1v1 or a 1v3, when she summons her zombies or whatever. Now her zombies are really powerful if you see the ones that she summons, but Maki is also very versatile in dealing with demons that she's fought. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, Maki can summon some demons, but is that going to stop Maki from being able to put them away? You know what I'm saying? Because she's so combatively sound. So that's pretty much the gist of those two characters. And me personally, even though Maki is my girl, I fuck with her. She's my favorite one, probably in this versus. I'm going with Karome. That's what I'm going with.
Wise man.
Now, if we was going like Maki, once she gets her actual cursed sword from her family and all that stuff, then it'll probably be a different conversation. But besides that, it's like I feel like Karome has the edge on her, just as far as like her power abilities. And then she fights Akame all the time, you know what I mean? And some of those was like standstills, like when they was younger and all that. Like Akame's the stronger fighter, but the fact that she gave Akame issues just fighting with her, on par, she can fight Akame on par. That's saying a lot.
Really quick, if can I get the parameters of the battle?
So, I didn't really give it parameters. We're just gonna say because they have both fought in woods and all that, right? So we're just gonna say in a forest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say a gravesite or nothing like that. We're gonna say a forest. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they're fighting, a forest.
Put him in fucking Vietnam.
Okay. That fucking with the booby traps and shit.
Booby traps are there. There's still fucking holes in the ground.
Fucking add tigers, does Karome have her puppets like all as attendant?
Yeah, she has all her puppets.
Karome sweeping.
Okay, sweep.
It's a sweep.
No diff.
If she has all her puppets to start with, like if she has, I don't even know like the speed that she could ride them.
It's full feet,
but I know
full feats, right? Like full, like they
like from the full feet. She fought against against Night Raid almost single-handedly with just her puppets, and then the help from that one guy with his weird shit. But the main people giving the people trouble or Night Raid trouble was just her puppets. So they're all highly skilled, more so skilled than all the like fodder demons that Maki fights. And Maki is very proficient one-on-one. If it was a one-on-one fight, no help from puppets, it's just because Karome is no sleep just with her sword by herself. But if that was the case, then there could be an argument made for Maki. But if she has help from a sniper, from a fucking monkey, if they could delay Maki for a fucking millisecond, then Karome in there. Like you said, she fights.
But the girl that she summoned, the Karome for the marksman that she summoned wasn't a sniper. She was like a pistol user. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like a and we all know that Maki can catch a bullet with her bare hands. So it's not like, you get what I'm saying? It's not like it's a sweep because you can shoot those powers, but she got that cursed energy where she could just snatch a bullet up and keep moving.
So
let's not let Maki get control of Karome's weapon, and then you feel what I'm saying? Then it's a wrap.
So let me counter that. We've seen. Have you seen the argument or the fight between Garo, right, in One Punch Man?
Yeah. Which one?
The Garo fight when he fought all the A rank heroes.
Yes.
Similar predicament, right? Similar predicament. The only thing is Maki doesn't grow faster and stronger and more proficient the more they fight. She gets more worn down. She gets tired. They had a cowboy in there, literally fighting Garo. His job was to keep him at bay, and you could do that at mid distance with 2 pistols. While she's focusing on not getting fucking shot, Kurome, the skilled assassin swordsman, or one of her other many puppets could step in there. Maki's definitely proficient when it comes to sword or other martial arts in a one-on-one or when fighting a bunch of hordes of fucking father monsters. But if you watch Jujutsu Kaisen 0, when she had to go up against one of the main antagonists, that shit happened off screen. Like, they even showed the shit. That was how fast she lost. That nigga whooped her fucking ass. And he had father thing. So, like, it
but
was.
we all know that demon was extremely powerful. Like, I don't even know if Kurome could take him down.
Yeah, because she couldn't even fuck with that green machine that they when she got after she lost her sister, that little whatever the fuck it was. When they was fighting and bro had to push her out the way because she was about to get smashed, Kurome, and fucking Kame got killed. Whatever.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he had to push her out the way. She was about to get smashed. Bitch froze up. And
I mean, that's her puppet though. That's what her puppet supposed to do.
Right. It was
but that actually has an advantage when Maki may be able to get a clean shot. If her other puppets may and already not be distracting her, another puppet's gonna be ready to risk their life to save her because there's no life attached to it. There'll be no hesitation. I
think the puppets is Kurome's only advantage though, because I think Maki.
That's a big advantage.
I think that's
it's 6 people.
The regular without the puppets, I think Maki has a very good advantage at getting that W. But with those puppets, hell no.
I don't know,
and then
bro.
She has one that's a giant, right?
I don't know, bro, because even though Maki is a master swordsman, she's amazing. She's one of my favorite swordsmen, right? Kurome literally is fighting against her sister, who is the best swordsman in her whole universe. So she's so fast that she creates after images even after time is stopped. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when you say that, it's like, yeah, Maki is the best swordsman in her universe, but you could bring her to right, her block. When you bring her to a Kame got killed, then it's like, nah, you cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Which adds to the sweet, bro. Like she fights her sister, which does a 1-shot, 1-kill. Spoiler alert. It's not that big of a spoiler, but Akame's main skill is if she lays a scratch on you. No. You could. her main power is very prevalent at the very beginning. They show the episode 1.
Yeah.
It's like literally 1 scratch and you're dead. She fights her sister, no hesitation. Her sister's dodging
multiple times.
Akame moves, I would say, speed of sound easily, if not faster. You know, you could probably scale her faster, but she moves probably speed of sound. Maki's still human. Maki doesn't even have cursed powers. We're just saying Maki's skill as a human is like top proficiency, but she.
Well, technically, she did have cursed powers because once she stabbed herself to get the power of the cursed sword, that is when she actually got her amp when she was moving so fast.
Oh, you're talking about Akame.
I don't think she was doing that at base.
You talking about Akame, right?
I'm talking about Akame.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, Akame is a beast, but I mean, her sister fights the beast off, and was her rival. Yeah. She was the only one who could actually, like, you know what I mean? But I think it's a sweet, especially if you had her zombie puppets. Like if you had all of them, maybe 1, maybe 2, like maybe, and again, it's a maybe 1-on-1. It's a maybe 1-on-1. So I think it's a clean sweep.
What was crazy is that when I posted this on IG, Maki actually won. So that's interesting.
Right. I'm glad. Fandom. I think it's fandom because Jujutsu is the new hottest thing, and Akame got killed. It's like Hamatora and Bungo Stray Dogs. It hasn't reached that level, but if you watch it, you're like, yo, these niggas could catch the hands with these niggas. Kame got killed. Like, yo, there's some serious hitters in there. They all deal with divine weapons and shit. Like, yo, there's some beasts, and they're equally trained to kill people in a war zone. Like, these niggas are trained. I was put blood like I don't ever like bloodlust all like I just that character. I put that character in the fight, and if you put like a Kame or Kagome, they're raised as children to be weapons. Like that hesitation is not a thing to them. Kagome fighting another human might hesitate. She's used to fighting in spirit, curses. She ain't never had to put a person down. Like, yo, Kagome did that before lunch. Like,
if we go manga version where she gets the actual cursed weapon that of her ancestors and all that stuff that makes her OP, then yeah, I think that the fight is way more closer. And she knocked off her whole clan. So we not saying that she ain't never had put nobody down because she knocked off her whole clan. You get what I'm saying? So
first of all, bro, hold on. Spoilers, because I'm not a manga reader.
He said, for the viewers,
I'm with you, bro.
For the viewers, I'm just putting it out there.
I'm a baby
mama. But the niggas too lazy to read manga and wait for the anime to be amazing. He spoiled it for me. Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
I want you to pump your brakes, big fella. Pump your brakes.
I mean, like, yeah, right.
All right, for the anime, if we're going anime only, if we're going anime watchers only, then yes, I'm going to say that Kurome Spice. Then, if we gonna go, I mean, I might give it a 7 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll say Kurome.
Not saying Maki's nothing, but no disrespect to Maki.
I say without the pet puppets and shit, the zombie, I think Maki could win. But with that, I don't know. It's looking like it's.
You think Maki could throw hands with Akame?
I was just about to say she give me a Kame vibe.
I think so. I don't think for not long.
I'll say it like this in terms of like battle strategy and reality and stuff like that. When you have a mini versus one type of fight, to be the one and be able to win, you do have to be stronger than literally everyone you're facing combined. So that's why, like, the Madara versus what fucking army was it? I don't remember. Like, that fight was dope as shit because it was mini versus one, but Madara was significantly stronger than all these motherfuckers combined. In a fight like this, in a fight like this with Maki and Kurome being probably around the same level, but then you also give one of them a fucking army that filled with people that are pretty fucking competent. No, it's a clean sweep. She's got to take a lot of them with her, but she can't fight all of them. No, just in terms of strategy, just in terms of realistic.
Were you doing research while we were talking?
No, I've been listening.
Oh, okay.
And plus, also like this.
Watch the anime next.
Yeah, I'm watching them. 100%.
Please do, so then we can maybe revisit this conversation. And you might have a different opinion.
Maybe. Yeah.
But all right, we can go ahead and go to the next one. It sounds like it's a clean sweep from all sides.
Cap! That's cap! What is cap?
So, man, I don't know, man. It just looked too easy to me.
I feel it.
Next, we got.
Oh yeah, let's bring in that. I'll say it, bro. Nobara Kasaki versus Power from Jujutsu Kaisen and from Chainsaw Man. Location: abandoned building.
There's another one I haven't seen that I've really
I was
just
about to say I'm only familiar with one person in this one, man. Y'all got me messed up.
Yo, you haven't watched.
At this point, don't even be surprised if I say I haven't seen anything.
Y'all didn't get that.
Damn, bro, you an admin, my brother. You an admin. You gotta get it together.
I know I do. I need to read more shit. I just work too damn much.
I feel you, my brother. I feel you.
I do. Thank you, Thomas. I work. I'll be doing things, and
Nigga, I just worked. What you mean?
I watch anime during my lunch break.
A nigga still got a suit and tie on. Like, what you mean?
Y'all not about to jump me, bro. Go ahead, Battle Junkie. Say what you gotta say, because yo.
So for those who haven't watched it, it's like, first of all, what the fuck are y'all doing? It's the number one trending fucking anime. Like the number one. And Jujutsu was like the number one trending anime like last year, next to Demon Slayer, and there was one more. I forgot. Oh, My Hero. Attack on Titan. So it was those three competing. Personally, Jujutsu Kaisen is like my favorite new anime out there. It's amazing. They take all the tropes and just do it better.
And if you saw the movie, went crazy. I think that's the best anime movie of the year, personally.
Yep.
Like the movie was awesome.
It was pretty dope. So, Thomas, if you're gonna watch it, if you have Crunchyroll, watch Jujutsu Kaisen 0 first, because it's a prequel. So watch that first, and then watch the actual anime.
The thing about that kind of recommendation, though, will I need to know shit that happens in 0 that like gets explained in the main thing first?
No.
Because I don't want to be watching it being like, I'm missing a fuck tons of context.
So they show you all the powers and shit.
Don't skip nothing.
But they'll explain the power system early in the anime.
Okay.
So if you're cool with watching amazing shit, and you're like, oh shit. Well, and then you have to learn.
Getting the explanation.
Then you'll get the explanation episode like 4-ish about their power system, how shit works, and what shit's happening, and it explains what you saw in Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Gotcha.
Like, those attacks make sense now in their power system.
Okay. So watch 0 first for the spectacle, and then be like, okay, now I understand why it works.
Right. Because they reintroduced the characters twice. And so if you watch the first time, it explains like where it's a high school setup.
Mm-hmm.
I
know the main guy eats a finger.
Yeah, so that is like the freshman guys, right? And then when you learn about the school, you get introduced to their like juniors, right? Mm-hmm. Like the guys right on top of them. This movie introduces them again, but introduces them as freshmen.
Got it. Okay.
And so that's why. So you get an introduction twice, but it's better get the introduction from the movie because they sum it up real quick, and then you get to love those characters. So when you see them later on in the anime, you're like, oh, hey, familiarized. So, Jujutsu Kaisen, amazing. Norobara's power is almost like a voodoo magic type person. So it's like
damn, y'all motherfuckers just don't be watching shit.
Right. What the fuck are y'all watching? You guys are watching Naruto for the 11th time?
No, I'm watching shit like Konosuba for the 20th time.
Look at you. Guilty pleasures.
I ain't gonna fucking lie, man. I be watching Konosuba like a motherfucker.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm watching the human shit. Live
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still catching up on One Piece, so it's not like I'm not going. It's not like I'm not all the way up on all anime. But I've definitely seen a lot of anime.
If you're not catching up on One Piece, you guys have no reasonable explanation for me.
I do. I'm watching other more important shit.
Obviously, you're not.
I'll be watching Sensei on Netflix, bitch. That's what I'm doing. You ever seen Sensei?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's good. Do we want to do this? Do we want to do this fight first, or do we want to do the explanation of Sensei? Depends. Because I like Sensei. Okay, so Sensei. No, it's not. It's live action. It's by the Wachowskis, the same people that did The Matrix.
Okay.
So
the sisters are the brothers.
They're the same people. What Sense8 is it's 8 main characters, and so they are basically like the next evolution of humanity, where there's like a psychosomatic link between them. They were all born at exactly the same time on the exact same day, and that's how clusters are made. they were just genetically born like this. And so whenever another sensate from a different cluster gives birth, it basically awakens their abilities to be sensates. And so over time, they start like seeing these weird hallucinations. They start experiencing these other things. They start feeling these emotions. They start feeling like they're in other places. Like it straight up feels like they're going fucking crazy. But then they're actively talking to people from different parts of the world, from different parts of life and stuff like that. That's part of their cluster. So for instance, the people in the main 8, you have a cop from Chicago. You have a trans woman from San Francisco. I think it's San Francisco. You have a South Korean businesswoman who's also like a Taekwondo master. You have a Mexican actor. You have a German gangster. There's an African bus driver, an Indian.
Oh, that's that bullshit. So you mean tell me all the other ethnicities have got all these high ranks, and then you got the African that's the bus driver? Ain't that about a bitch?
His story's cool as shit, though. He becomes a politician. Spoilers. An Indian, pharmaceutical manufacturer, and I know I'm forgetting one. And a Icelandic DJ. And so all 8 of these people end up getting like really close and helping each other solve their problems, because one of the things about being a sensate is that you can actually give your skills and knowledge to these other people in your cluster. So say one of the big things that you're talking about, like, so why'd they give the African guy the shitty ability? Well, the thing is, he ends up being super useful in every mission they do, because at some point they got to drive. He's the best driver because he's used to driving on the streets of he's used to driving on the streets of Nairobi, which is fucking insane. So you get him behind a Prius or some shit like that in just London, and he fucking goes. Like, so all of them have these powers that are super useful to each other. And so, like, for instance, say that like the Mexican actor guy is getting attacked. Well, now the fucking German dude is aware that he's getting attacked, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna help my bro out. And he takes over the Mexican dude's body and beats the shit out of the guy that's attacking him.
Huh.
That's
dope.
But then on the other hand, the German dude is in like a really tight situation where like he's like has a gun pointed at him. He's got to bluff his way out of it. Mexican actor's like, I got you, bro. And he fucking, he lies his way out of it. He bluffs his way. And so it's all about them like getting to know each other better and becoming closer, because like they're closer than siblings. They're closer than blood. Because imagine if you were able to see someone from another walk of life, from another part of the world, and you completely understood who they are, where they're coming from, what they think, how they feel, stuff like that. You would instantly be able to, just like really connect with them on this much deeper level, and it's really cool shit.
Do they when they switch? Do they switch like the perspective? Like, does somebody actually take over their mind, or they just give them their skills?
It's like they're in both places at once. So it's
you can see out their eyes and shit.
Yeah, they see out their eyes, while at the same time they are also in wherever they are. The German guy and the Indian lady had a conversation at one point where she was just sitting on a rooftop in India, and she was talking about how it's like it's really nice and warm and sunny, and I can smell these flowers and everything like that. But at the same time, I also feel like I'm soaking wet because I'm sitting outside at a German cafe while it's raining. So she was experiencing both at the same time. And so that's essentially how it works. So they basically give those skills and that knowledge to the other person for them to be able to use it.
Imagine just being a piece of shit. Like you didn't like amount to nothing. You didn't have no skills to offer to other people, and all to give you all like the best skills, and you just turn out to be a millionaire who's just like an asshole.
Well, the thing is, though, is that even if you're a piece of shit, you've got something to offer. And quite often, at the very least, everyone in your cluster understands why you're a piece of shit. And more often than not, they're going to try to help you get out of that. Because even the worst of us have something to offer.
Wow. That was really sentimental.
Yeah. Like they help each other grow through a lot of different situations that I don't want to spoil really any of that kind of stuff, because the acting is just really fucking good. But they run into conflicts, and one of them will be able to just provide their perspective because they're either going through the same thing or they have gone through a similar situation, and they'll be like, this is what I did. This is how I think about it. And it helps them be able to be like, oh, okay, I get it. I can go do this thing. Because when you are that closely connected to 7 other people, literally, their every thought, everything they've ever experienced, what they think, how they feel.
Are you talking about that one Netflix show? What is this called?
Sense8.
Sense8.
I've never seen
Sense8.
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 Oh, I watched the first few episodes, bro.
No, it gets real fucking good.
So it's just I haven't finished all of it, but it's like this black girl who's like a lesbian couple with this like whatever, and then like all these other different people, and they can actually feel each other, see each other's memories, and body swap and all this other shit. Yeah, I watched it, bro. I haven't seen the full scope, but I did see the first like few episodes.
The black girl Freema Agyeman. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I can never pronounce it right. But she is the girlfriend of one of the Sense8, of Nomi, the trans girl from San Francisco.
It's like how Naruto feels when he like disperses all his shadow clones after they learned a bunch of shit. You know
what? That'd be interesting. That was how it is. That is interesting.
They go off and learn shit, learn a particular skill, and then he disperses them, and then he learns that. Which is one of his like my favorite abilities of Naruto. Like that's
the underrated.
You can learn every fucking jutsu in a fucking day if you just sent out all your fucking clones and learn that shit. Look, there's no stopping.
He kind of learned some of the little abilities that he did. Kind of.
The only thing he wouldn't be able to learn is Kekai Genkai and fucking eye shit. But other than that, like he could learn literally everything else. He could be like the fucking
anything that can be taught, he could learn it.
Right. He live Orochimaru's dream if he wanted to.
Well, who did y'all vote for on that?
He should have been getting his ass. Fuck.
Yeah, we haven't voted. We just got on this weird tangent.
My bad. I didn't even explain the characters.
Just had a good time, man. Hey, watch Sense8. It's good. I'll watch these anime.
I can't. I'm not really going over them because they're gonna spoil it for you guys. So watch the anime and we'll add this on part 3 later.
Jujutsu Kaisen, I just don't know the chainsaw chick.
Yo, bro, if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, you're gonna love fucking Chainsaw Man because it's like
I don't know. I've been seeing her on.
I'm gonna go with Power, bro. Just between me and Battle Junkies, I got Power.
She look like she cold.
Me and you can have a separate conversation because I got Nobara.
Nobara cold, bro. She like a
Nobara fucking cold.
I didn't say she wasn't. But I think that Power has the abilities and healing ability and the speed to pretty much blitz. Like, Nobara is cool when she's using her puppet, whatever you call them, her little voodoo shit. If she does that, then she can attack her from a distance. But if fucking Power closes that distance and she physically puts hands on Nobara, there's nothing that Nobara can do. In comparison to Itadori, who can take a one-on-one fight if he had to. Nobara can't do that.
Nobara just needs a piece of her, though. Like, any piece. Like, if she does close the distance, she grabs a piece of her hair, she put it on her puppet, and then whatever she fucking does to that puppet, Power's done.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. She needs that piece. How's she gonna get that piece? You saw what happened when she fought against Chainsaw Man. It wasn't a full fight, but bro literally tried to hurry up and hit her with an axe, and he got sliced in the matter of a blink of an eye. That's the same thing that would happen to Nobara if she tried the same shit. Because she's not nearly as fast as Chainsaw Man at all.
But she's like leagues smarter than fucking Denji. She's like leagues smarter than Denji and fucking Power.
No, Denji's a very powerful. She's a powerful manipulator. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some type of form of intelligence to mislead people.
Power is the fiend. Power doesn't convince people. She works off like pure instinct, like almost like an animal. She like actually the similarities. That's what the similarities are, or their metaphors for. Denji's a dog, a loyal dog, and she's a cat, a stray cat.
Right.
But she's like a depowered fucking blood demon. She does it.
Yeah.
Well, from the anime, from what we know, she's not full powered right now, and as of right now, she works off pure instinct, which is
right.
Like Nobara could outsmart her easily, very fucking easily with strategy. You don't have to be smarter. You don't have to be faster than somebody that you're like league smarter than. We
But I'm saying though, Denji's gonna want to one shot her, bro. My question is, like you said, she needs a piece of power or a piece of Denji, right? My question to you is, if Denji blitzes her, how is she going to get that strand of hair or clothing or whatever it is that she has in order to be able to hit up that voodoo doll before fucking Denji just one shots her?
Because she doesn't need the voodoo doll. She can use it herself. She can use that bond. She uses voodoo doll so she doesn't hurt herself. But remember that last fight that she was with against the twins? She was putting in her own arm because it was connected to the curse. She was stabbing shit through her own arm.
She was getting herself fucked up. But Denji's a demon, so she can heal and all that shit. It's not going to affect Denji the way it's going to affect Nobara.
You right. I don't know. I still think that the intelligence gap is just, I don't know. I think it's just too much. And the bar deals with demons that move similar speed and have similar animalistic traits as power. As of right now, as of anime power. I know manga power is a whole nother form.
I'm on Denji's side, so you know, whatever.
I mean,
they ain't seen it, so we at a standstill, bro. So we just got to.
How y'all not see the two most like fucking best animes out right now? Fuck everything else. If we told you to watch anything, watch Jujutsu Kaisen and watch fucking Chainsaw Man.
And watch Agame got killed.
And Agame got killed.
Kame got
but
killed.
You know,
I just saying seen
Bungo Stray Dogs. You know, I throw that out. That's my shit. I think people slept on Bungo.
What was the other one from much earlier? It was like Homarada or something like that.
Oh, Hamatora.
Hamatora, thank you. I need to write that
down.
But
if you're gonna watch Hamatora, like just watch Bungo.
All right.
Bungo is like if you like mafia shit and superpowers, it's like My Hero mixed in with like mom movies.
Fuck yeah.
And then like Bungo Stray Dogs, like their appeal or their like little fucking thing is that they use literary authors from like the 1600s and shit, like Edgar Allan Poe. And
1600s is 1800s.
1800s.
Well, we ain't talking about like fucking Chaucer and shit. Like,
well, they're two different ages, and their literary works is their power. Like one of their books would be their power. Yeah, so that's the appeal of it. So if you guys, that was a sleeper hit that I think a lot of fucking people slept on. They got 3 fucking seasons of the movie, and then season 4 is getting animated by the fucking Studio Bones, the same people who did like season 2 of Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Studio Bones is fucking
good. So I guess for conversation's sake,
I gotta ask: is there a fucking Ernest Hemingway guy? Because that guy's got to be the most OP.
No.
Fuck. Well, that motherfucker would kill everybody because Ernest Hemingway was fucking terrifying. I read books.
I guess we can make this cap right now since we, can't come to an understanding. So I make it cap, and then we can go to the next one.
Cap! That's cap! What is cap?
Did you say it that time, Con?
Yeah, I heard cut, but I didn't hear the whole. I didn't hear the whole. You feel me? But it's fine. It
played the whole thing. At least on my end.
We're gonna go.
Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
think there's a debate to be made here.
Yes.
The Elastic Girl versus Rubber Band Man. The Incredible.
I know these motherfuckers. I can
get it, boy. Yes,
Now,
sir.
who the fuck has
So who
Army
wanna
hockey?
start it off?
Hold on. Who has the hockey? Just kidding.
Shut the fuck up. So who has the hockey?
What's up with?
So
I
with
have
it.
opinions on this one.
Hey,
All right, let's start with you then, Thomas.
All right. So I fucking love Rubber Band Man. I fucking love Static. He's fucking great. Elastigirl experience.
Can I pause real quick?
No.
One thing I fuck with when it comes to Thomas. No, one thing I fuck with when it comes to Thomas, when I first met this man, he really fuck with all black content, bro. He loves Static Shock. He loves Samurai Jack, created by black creators, you know what I'm saying? Voiced by Phil Lamar. This
Yeah,
man
that was made
really
by a white
fuck with
guy.
black
That was
content, bro. So I
that
really
was
fuck with this dude.
yeah, that was Gennady Tartakovsky. That's a Russian dude.
Well, yeah, I get.
But yeah,
well,
he's
I'm
voiced
talking
by a
about the
black
dude.
guy. Yeah.
Right.
He drinks black Russians though on the weekends.
And he, you know, it's black characters. You feel me? So it's like I feel it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's because when it comes down to it, I only care about one thing: fucking good characters. And it just so happens that two of my favorite characters of all time were voiced by the same actor. So,
Facts.
and one of them's
Gotcha.
black. So, fuck
Right.
yeah, I love
That's
Static.
what's up.
But yeah,
Lantern for me.
Elastigirl, I think would take it on experience. I think that in terms of like strength, speed, power, everything else, they are pretty close to being the same.
So I said all that just for you to go with the white woman. That's crazy.
I'm only going. Well, I'm going with the white woman with the fat ass booty. So like, so I'm taking the real black pick.
I had to watch the whole fucking Incredibles again because I missed the whole fucking movie when she came up.
I thought you was going somewhere with this, Thomas. You let me down.
What the fuck you mean?
Man, Rubber Band Man is not going out like that, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be a tough fucking fight. I will give it that because, like I said,
turn into a basketball, a light sign, a couch, a trash can. He can turn into a wheel. He can turn into a whole outfit. He can turn into somebody.
That's not a good argument.
But what's any of that going to do against Elastigirl? What's turning into a fucking
because
blanket?
I'm just saying, bro. his rubber abilities surpasses anything we've seen her do. You feel me? Yeah, she can fight, but he can fight too. He's a street kid. You feel me? From the block. He's from New York, bro. From the block. Bro got hands. His brother is Ebon. That's his big brother. You feel me? Like, bro,
he put down Ebon.
You feel me? And he put hands on his bro. He didn't put hands on Static. You feel me? Hands, like, you feel me? Because, bro, she ain't messing with bro. His shapeshifters here. We ain't really seen her use her hands to like turn into different objects, like on some Green Lantern rubber type shit. Like what Green Lantern do with a ring, Rubber Band Man do with his hand when he swing and turn it into different stuff, bro. Like, she's now doing that. Yeah, she got experience, but he got experience too, bro. He fighting a whole bunch of adolescent mutants, bang babies running around the city. You feel me? And occasionally he got to fight his future stepbrother every other day.
All right,
I will say I think that Rubber Band's man durability is got to be a little bit more than Elastigirl, because if you think about Incredibles 2, when she was put into the electrical cage, that electricity pretty much took away her whole elastability, versus when Rubber Band Man goes against Static Shock, the king of electricity, he still remains Rubber Band Man.
That's damn near scientifically possible. That's why hurt Luffy. That's why.
All right.
That's why bro couldn't hurt Luffy and Skypiea, because that's damn near impossible. Bro. Go ahead, Thomas. What you gonna say again, bro? Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, like, you're making some really good fucking points. You probably gonna convince me.
Because, like, what are you gonna do
against
that? What has she besides like turn into a wheel in a parachute and like a semi, a boat? Them like basic fold like positions like that you do with a piece of paper or some. You know, that's nothing.
So in the defense of Elastigirl, right? I will say that off top, the difference between Rubber Band Man and Elastigirl is that, again, I'll give Thomas this point, is experience, because even the Hero Society, not Hero Society, but when they hired her on to represent for heroes, they hired her because the way she handles situations. That's literally why she was the main hero to be hired to get everybody, all the heroes to be able to start being mainstream again, because people like her husband were making multiple mistakes versus Elastigirl, who goes about everything strategically. You know what I'm saying? Even when she got not possessed, but when she got hypnotized, once she got out of hypnosis, she was able to take down her husband and multiple other heroes with multiple powers. You get what I'm saying? By herself. So with that being said, yeah, I do give her experience because she can fight multiple opponents, and she has been fighting crime as a professional hero for decades. In comparison to Rubber Band Man, like you said, is a street kid. Yeah, street kid. Like, yeah, he tough, but as far as feats, he don't have a lot. You know what I mean?
Long. Yeah.
He hasn't done it as long, but he got just as much experience with the amount of time he'd had to put in back to back. Considering, just like Static Shock, he doesn't have the and TV wise, he don't have the same experience neither as Elastigirl, but I think he'll whoop her ass too. But considering what they had to go through back to back in a 2-3 year span, you feel me? That it aged them, gave them more experience. You feel me? They done fought alongside Justice League members and all kinds of stuff like that. You feel me? They done went up against some villains that what they done shown in Incredibles does not match up against. You feel me? So come on, bro. Just time don't mean nothing about what you go through. A young nigga can give an old nigga as much game as he ever thought he ever could get. And he could be 10, 20 years older than him.
So you say, okay, let me ask you this. Because she's went up against multiple super villains, right? So if Rubber Band Man went against... Listen, I want to ask you a question, my brother. If Rubber Band Man went against one of Incrediboy's super bots that, you know, can literally learn all your moves, know exactly how to destroy you, be indestructible from the outside, you think Rubber Band Man could take one of them down?
She didn't take one by herself.
Yeah, she didn't do it by herself
I think that's
yeah. So I wouldn't use that argument.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I'm actually thinking. Yeah, I think Juvie might be right.
Well, the reason why the reason why I brought that up is because even though she didn't take it out by herself, the fact that she has went against those things and has survived, plus multiple like giant robots and giant other things, you get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, he compared that they went against higher enemies. I'm like, I'm comparing the robots into the higher enemies that he feels that Rubber Band Man has fought. You get what I'm saying? I'm just comparing feats for feats. That's all I was doing.
You shouldn't use that feat because she, like saying that she didn't have help or her help was cool, but it wasn't like that much. Like she wasn't the main character in that fight. She had a nigga who could lift trains, a fucking flashlight character, a girl who could make like an analogous version of
she had a
Fantastic Four.
They was Fantastic Four, bro.
Fantastic Four. It's like saying, you know, only one of them is cool, but like the rest of them are assistants. Like, nah, they were equally yoked up in that fight to take down that one robot that was meant to only take down.
And then don't even forget, it wasn't even just them. They also had fucking Frozone pop in to help out a couple times too. So she pulled her weight. Yeah, she pulled her weight, but she's only 1/5. If we're gonna say that, we're gonna have to be like,
we also say that when Rubber Band Man fought, he also had Static Shock by himself, and you know what I mean. Everybody
that's two. That's two compared to 5.
Well, actually, Rubber Band Man had a successful hero career for a while. He was contracted, and
he did.
He had that by himself. He was a solo hero.
Girl, she was a solo hero before she even met her husband. Exactly. So it's the same comparison.
No, I ain't knocking her for that, but I'm saying.
But we're just saying it dismisses your question because your question specifically had a robot that it took all 4 of them to take down. Specifically, your robot. We're not saying she didn't take down heroes on herself, but we're saying for the robot, she took down that robot equally as a team.
I got you
with the help of Frozone. No, we don't know what kind of fucking villains Rubber Band Man was taking down, but what we do know, it was a bunch of fucking gang members that were turned with superpowers, and some of these niggas were crazy, like crazy. We don't know the type of people he was dealing with on the base. It was like they're still doing all the gang activities that they were fucking doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
moving with superpowers and shit.
Gas, all of that, like
yo. I mean, and his number one person that put him down at every fucking time was Static, and Static is no fucking slouch. And like Juke said, Static put down fucking Elastigirl, no problem. So I don't know. Juke got me convinced. I first came in thinking
you got me convinced too. I actually changed my answer.
You got to look at durability, better feats as far as having the power that they have is basically the same. Better feats with it. You feel me? As far as morphing with it, taking different forms, stretching on you like you just on the dribble, on impulse. Like I don't know.
Real quick, do you guys know about that conspiracy? Well, it's not even a conspiracy theory because I'm convinced that it's real. That first robot that Mr. Incredible fought wasn't for him.
I didn't know about that. I didn't care about that.
It's for Frozen. If you rewatch the movie, it's for Frozen. So if you watch when they're doing the hero shit on the low, and the assistant was watching them, right? She says, "Oh, the fat guy is still with him." So meaning that she was watching Frozen, right? And then when they took Mr. Incredible to the island instead of Frozen, they fought him in a fucking volcano, surrounded by lava, and it had a red eye or it had a blue eye, indicating that it was for Frozen. The next time he fights them, the shit had a red eye and was immune to super strength. Like he broke it with his super strength because it wasn't made for super strength niggas. It was made for anti-freeze or for freezing niggas and fought them in a place that he couldn't freeze them. So that's why
I know that, bro.
Yeah, so if you rewatch it,
that makes sense.
If you rewatch the fucking movie, like that first robot, if it was intended for Mr. Incredible, the movie would have fucking ended. Like it wasn't that second robot it's set in that lava place, it would have fucking ended. But he only put off the thing. He only put off the thing and brought Mr. Incredible there because he found out who he was and he had a personal vendetta against him. So he was like, forget Frozen, invite that nigga. And that's what fucking happened. I was put onto that. I was like, what? And I had to rewatch it, and yeah, it changed my whole perspective on the movie.
Think about it. See,
I just want
they were about to kill that nigga Frozone first. Like they had their guns aimed at Frozone, and by happenstance, they saw him put out a fire with Mr. Incredible, and he took priority over him. Because if it wasn't him, they would have took Frozone, and he would have been like that Cyclops dude. Meaning that Sinestrom or Syndrome, whatever his name was,
Syndrome.
Was a fucking A-class. It was an S-class villain in my book. That nigga took down. Easily. He was taking.
Bro, outside his ego, bro, and his narcissism, bro, was bro, to do what he did to take out as many heroes as he did, bro. That was
Had Syndrome had a slightly different perspective, like dude would have fucking changed the world. Straight up, like he would have made it a better fucking place. Like imagine, imagine all the fucking shit he accomplished just from sheer willpower, just to fuck up Mr. Incredible. If he had just like buried that shit a long time ago, but still kept working, fuck, man.
Did you guys? Have you guys heard about the other conspiracy about Edna Mode?
No, what about it?
About the capes?
About Edna.
The capes. They're saying that Edna Mode is actually
I heard about that. She gave Syndrome a cape intentionally.
The cape for all the supers, not just heroes, but all the supers. And he had bought one from her, and she purposely put a cape on his shit.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. That was the nerd shit that I found out.
Yeah, I'm into the conspiracies, bro. I didn't hear about the one but I did hear about the one for the capes.
Yeah, I was like, shit, they could have got my nigga. He would have been in the second movie.
That's that Batman prep time. You feel me?
That's that fucking Midnighter battle precog is what that shit is. She's like, I know this motherfucker's gonna get shredded by a plane. How do I make that happen?
He had some older level writing in that shit.
They got
What was I gonna say to y'all? Okay, so basically, and I just want to, for the record, I was on Rubber Band Man's side. I just want that to be known. But when Thomas had made that argument, I just want to say, yes, I do give her more experience. But as far as powers and abilities, yes, Rubber Band Man. Like me and you already had this convo, so
Experience.
Yeah, I'll change my answer. I'm gonna give it to Rubber Band Man. I think Juice right.
I came in saying Elastica. I'm gonna say.
So we all need to take a moment of
No.
We all need to take a moment of silence for that booty that we just lost.
He giving you the stanky eye. She giving you the stanky eye. Hey, it be like that, bro. I'm just saying. I just seen
but
a lot
these two people in the ring, he utilizes his powers more uniquely. Yeah.
Hey, how many superheroes we done seen get their ass whooped when they just meet somebody who just started?
Yeah, right. I don't mean shit.
Look that ass.
World champion can get knocked out by a rookie with a lucky shot, and not even luck. It could just be volleyball, you know. So
Working. All right, this is our last one, the final one. You feel me? We going in.
Is this really the last one?
It's the last one.
Okay, bet.
What the fuck face was that?
We got the spot.
Oh yes, sir. You put this in?
Nightcrawler.
Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't put this in. Yes, boy. This is a good one right here.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm struggling to remember the spot. Man, I know him.
Oh, you are
struggling to remember.
He's the man responsible for making Spider-Man punch him in his face.
Listen, the Spot is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains that did not get wrote. There are so many. Okay, let me just take a moment to talk about Marvel. Marvel has so many characters, bro, that are so OP that could be so amazing for the universe that they just stop fucking writing. The Spot is one of my favorite fucking villains in all of Spider-Man universe, bro. And when they did the cartoon when I was a youngin', and they first introduced him in the first Spider-Man, well, not the first Spider-Man cartoon show, but y'all know the iconic one that Spider-Man.
The 90s cartoon.
Right. When they did that Spider-Man, the Spot was in there, bro. I thought he was so fucking dope. So when Jew came up with this fucking verses, I was like, nigga, that was amazing, bro. Like that. This is a fucking amazing fight because it can go fucking either way. Like the only reason why I could see why Nightcrawler would beat him is based off of experience. You know, when you grow up in the in Xavier's Institute with mutants, you get trained on your abilities for years to master it. You get what I'm saying? So
before you even
we know for a fact that Nightcrawler has, again, what Thomas mentioned, experience. But when it comes to powers and abilities and what he's capable of, again, just kind of like Rubber Band Man's the Spot has way more control over dimensions and teleportation than fucking Nightcrawler does. You get what I'm saying? So
I think he got more distance. Man. He got a further distance than Nightcrawler does when it comes to traveling.
Right.
Distance. Bruh, literally, wherever Nightcrawler teleport at, the Spot literally can put multiple portals right there in between them and pop in and out. Hand, leg, and like, come on, bro. Come on. The Spot is so underrated, bro. Like he's just he don't got the mindset to be the greatest he can be. You feel me? Like,
right. And then the motherfucker's a scientist at that, so we not gonna give Nightcrawler better IQ, cause you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the Spot.
He's just arrogant.
He's just a low-ranking villain because the writers made him that. The writers wanted to make him a threat. He could be a fucking threat. He makes pocket dimensions, and he can put them anywhere, and they stay suspended, and he can lead them anywhere. Like he can literally put one on the surface of the sun, and then send you somewhere by throwing you.
They
stopped writing for him because of people are like, why wouldn't you do that with him? Like,
right. So dude literally created in the 90s cartoon, he literally created a black hole, bro, that was about to swallow up the whole fucking earth. So I know he's fucking OP. Now, would he do that in a now? He's a good guy though at the same time, so he literally sacrificed himself in order to stop that black hole. So the reason why, even though the Spot is my favorite villain, or at least one of my favorite villains in the whole Spider-Man universe, I'm still gonna give it to Nightcrawler only just based off of battle experience. Nightcrawler doesn't have that same defect when it comes to controlling his powers. The Spot doesn't know how to control his powers. The only reason why he was able to get off on Peter Parker like that is because he doesn't teleportation. He has spider sense. Spider sense was able for him to predict where the Spot was. Fucking Nightcrawler, he doesn't need to do that because anything that the Spot throws at him, he could just teleport. And even though the Spot can make multiple dimensions and multiple pocket dimensions and portals and shit like that, he can't predict where Nightcrawler is going to show up. You feel what I'm saying? So anywhere that the Spot can throw Nightcrawler can just pop right back, and he's not going to be able to see where Nightcrawler's coming from. So I'm on Nightcrawler's side.
And Nightcrawler can also teleport anywhere that he has been or can see, right? Like it's not just like it. Yeah, so that means like if he could sit somewhere else, he could just teleport right back.
He anywhere that he's seen, or he could see because he can't do like Jumper because he doesn't know what's there now. So
yeah,
if like he was in a previous location and now they built a fucking mini mall there and he teleports there, he ends up in a wall, or he could potentially end up in a wall. So he only can teleport when he can see.
Nightcrawler literally uses hell as his walkway to other dimensions. You get what I'm saying? So
but he still doesn't negate the way that it works. Like he still has to see where he's going to use his power. Yeah, he does go and takes a fucking step through the Brimstone dimension, whatever. So
my question just simply is like, say that he's like on top of a rooftop, and he does go into the portal, and like now he's on like fucking Timbuktu. He can just teleport right back on top of that rooftop, though, right? Since he has been there.
I would say so.
Yeah. So then, so that means that he would mostly render the portals useless, unless they were sent somewhere legitimately fucking dangerous, like the surface of the sun.
Well, and he could definitely do that. So he could definitely make a portal, teleport to the bottom of the ocean, and just put another portal. And you'll see.
And each one is a different
water.
You can literally
fall from the other portal to the other portal, right?
Nice.
Like he just defies all logic and reason.
Okay, so what's stopping Nightcrawler from teleporting out of that? That's my question.
He can put that nigga
the pressure of the water, the pressure of the ocean.
He can put that nigga in a portal if
you ever see what happens to a submarine when it goes down too deep?
Yeah, fucking crushes it like a soda can.
Yeah, if he teleports and he ends up at the bottom, it happens instantly. Like you die instantly.
Yeah, I don't know.
He could do that without him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I mentioned, though, he doesn't have the mastery, control of his power the same way that
you keep going off 90s cartoon the Spot, not comic book the Spot. Give him a little bit more respect, bro.
Okay, talk about it then.
He know how to work them portals in the dimensions, bro. You feel me?
Okay, talk about it.
My point simply was, so that means that the portals would be ineffective against Nightcrawler unless they directly led to somewhere extremely fucking dangerous Nightcrawler couldn't survive in.
Literally,
like it would have to be surface of the sun, literal fucking lava, bottom of the ocean, vastness of space. Like if it was just like, oh, I'm gonna like the portal just happens to open up like 3 blocks down or some shit. Like, yeah, he's just gonna bamf right the fuck back.
Nightcrawler now get back from somewhere though, like he ain't never been from. Like he don't know the direction. Like he said, it has to be the same thing. So if he tried to teleport to the Spot and the Spot opens up a dimension portal, and this Nightcrawler ended up going through that instead and goes to God knows somewhere else, how the Nightcrawler gonna get back that fast? He gone. He out of there.
I see what Thomas is saying. He just pressed the flashback on his remote.
And my only difference is that Nightcrawler is actually a master swordsman, a master, combatant. The Spot ain't got no motherfucking hands. He's a scientist. That boy ain't got zero combat.
What happened? What happened? What happened to when Peter Parker punched him? A guy who could move faster with reaction time and agility faster than Nightcrawler punches him with mind you Spidey sense punches him. So and he gets hit because he can teleport it back. So fast. So if Nightcrawler goes in for a stab, what do you think is going to come out on the other end? A fucking another sword.
That's what I was saying earlier.
That would work against Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Spot.
Especially if he uses rapiers that's a piercing weapon.
I wish I
you don't slash. You don't really slash with rapiers. You go for the kill with the thrust. If he's thrusting at spots that could reverse him back to you, like hey, you're fucking GG's. Now
Spot's got this,
and he's able to. It's like happens.
So Spider-Man was literally throwing punches, face shots.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And literally going through to infinity and beyond.
He was overriding the Spidey sense, which is one of the most OP powers in comic books. Like the Spidey sense allows him to dodge, right? And he was putting multiple holes around him and was able to land solid blows. Mind you, he only had human strength, but technically. So does Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is still human durability. It's not like any extra durable because he's in the shape of a fucking demon. And he's still durable as a human. So he could get stabbed, he could get beat up, he could get punched and shit. I don't think defensive or offensively he has anything that would hurt the Spot. But Spot could hurt Nightcrawler.
Spider-Man is hella stronger than Nightcrawler, and if Spider-Man can't do it, Nightcrawler is definitely not. It literally in cartoon wise and then comic book, he got a little longevity. He had to Spot sacrifice himself. That was the only way for him to ever be written out of the story. He had to be sacrificed because if he stayed, who the fuck was going to stop this nigga if he went on the rampage? It was really tripping. He's going to create tornado black holes in the world and everything is just going to get sucked in. Who's stopping that?
That's facts. I give you that.
Spot.
Somebody gotta make an argument for the opposite character. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
no, we fucking don't. No, we fucking don't.
Sometimes that little don't get there. Tube, no more. It don't go.
The only way that Nightcrawler would be able to get that win is if he was able to teleport on top of Spot, grab his fucking head, and teleport his head off, which he has done. He has killed people that way. But I mean, he tries to avoid doing that.
But I don't know
Spot
if it's been shown or not. But I don't know if those portals are always activated on the Spot or if it just activate in defense mode.
He could definitely shift them on his body.
Who's to say, bro? Just don't fall right into a portal. Like everywhere you go, you're gonna fall into.
It's true. He has. I have seen him move the spots on his body to other locations.
So
So
when he go back to his human form, it makes it one big circle on the chest.
And offensively, we don't even know the potential spots other than like Black Hole. But if he could cut people's limbs off like Wong does in Marvel,
right?
Or shit like
put
Blink
your hand in there, he's like whoop, 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 right? Cut your fucking arm off, cut your head off, whatever,
Blink,
and he could use them as projectiles. Like
Blink, another X-Man does the same shit. So
so like it's his he does pocket dimensions. I'm going with that nigga.
I put that there just to let people know, like I knew he was gonna say it. Experience ain't always the thing, bro. We have seen people get their ass whooped every day that have been masters or long, trainers and studiers of certain arts and crafts and still get their ass whooped by a newbie. You feel
Facts.
me? It happens in the midst of the moment. You never know.
Right.
I would say that is mainly the exception, not the rule, though. Because there's always exceptions to the rule, and if we're talking about the exceptions, then yeah, we got to add it's not all the time it's going to be a guaranteed win, but it's like majority of the time, the guy with the most experience does tend to win majority of the fights.
It's a factor. It's not a smoking gun.
Factor. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Also, what I love about versus as well is also in these situations, plot armor doesn't play a part.
Yep.
That's a fact.
A lot of these characters' wins are plot armor based, and
that's a fact.
When you take them outside of that and put them up against somebody that matter,
stat for stat,
like Batman, prep time. Who's not outside of DC, who's giving you prep time?
Right. That's facts.
It has to be written in here because ain't nobody giving you prep time.
Right. That's
Yes,
facts.
I made an argument against a guy one time. I was like, the Blob from the Brotherhood would fuck up Batman if he just showed up on the block.
Easily.
Like, ain't really shit Batman guy in his arsenal.
Well, okay, so let me say this, right? So let me say this. Batman canon, right? In canon, this man has taken out the Hulk. And that's when he basically threw a gas, kicked the Hulk in the solar plex and made him suck in the gas and knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? So even then, yes, Batman is a master tactician. So can I see him taking out the Blob? Yes, but it will be a long fucking day.
Yeah.
I can see him
I
he took out Clayman and shit like that, but I'm just saying it wouldn't like
okay.
The Blob don't got IQ like that though. Now Juggernaut, Batman not fucking with the Juggernaut. That's
Juggernaut. It's Dunskies.
Like
it's absolutely Dunskies.
Fucking with him.
It's nothing that he could do with that boy. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
He got to recruit. He got to recruit
Batman
help.
versus Beast.
Yeah, Jayla Shake Snyder said no Batman slander, please. Well, we don't have to Batman slander. All we have to do is point. We just have to point out the Batman fanboys.
Hey, I'm just saying you got to keep it real, Batman. Batman. So me and Khan say this a lot. Batman is my third favorite DC character. Used to be my original.
I already know what you about to say.
Batman is a go to the trunk type of character. He get the paws put on him, and he's like, "All right, man. You know what? I'll be right back."
Thanks.
Get my big brother.
Thanks.
He messing come back with his little.
Yo, he gonna pop Superman out the trunk.
You feel me? He gotta go.
Let me pop my Kryptonian out real quick.
Prep time. Let him chill out. He gonna come back again. You thought it was over? You thought it was over?
Right. That's how Batman is, bro. I told you this when we was talking about. I said, you know what? That nigga really is all right, hold up. All right, I got something for you. That's who Batman is, bro. He always loses the first fight, and then he come back, pop something out the trunk, and then he on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Alfred, right? Alfred. He first, Alfred. I gotta do what I gotta do, Alfred.
He said he's sending satellite beam to smoke the nigga while Alfred is icing down his fucking lumps.
Bruh.
Yo, hot take real quick. Batman versus Black Panther. Black Panther. It's not even fucking close. It's not even fucking close.
Please don't do this.
Please
don't do this. Please don't do this.
Wait, what?
Batman versus Black Panther?
Don't do that.
Who?
It's not even fucking close, bro.
Come on, Batman.
What? For who?
Go get his ass whooped.
For Black Panther. Black Panther is smoking Batman. It's not even fucking close.
I was about to say. Oh shit.
Yeah, whoa, what y'all niggas thought?
Hey, ain't no telling around here.
The King versus fucking the detective, the King all day. The King all fucking day. And this is before he brings his fucking army. This is before he brings his fucking tech. If it was fucking Batman, T'Challa, no suit, T'Challa smoking Batman.
King Arthur versus
Prep time, bring prep time against T'Challa with prep time. T'Challa fucking takes it.
You don't want to get T'Challa prep time. Batman ain't got nothing to
not at all.
T'Challa fucking takes it every fucking time. I don't know
how he took out Namor in the comics.
Yo,
bruh.
Every feat that Batman's done, T'Challa could have done better.
Batman not fucking with Iron Man, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I love Batman, but you're not fucking with Iron Man. So he's not.
I can't agree with that.
We can all agree that Batman is a great character.
You lost me on Iron Man.
Yeah, we can all agree Batman's a great fucking character without having to be able to solo your fucking verse. Like
Iron Man, bro.
we can like him for what he stands for and his conflicts and shit like that. We can like him for that.
We all agree he's among the greats.
He's
But
one of
call
the
him
best
the
fucking
great-
written, one of the best characters ever come up with. Like the symbolism for him is so fucking deep. Like, have you seen a breakdown of what all he represents? Like all the inspiration that went into him, it's fucking insane. Like I don't remember who the original writer was, but whoever they did their fucking homework. Like it's crazy. Batman's a great fucking character. He doesn't have to win every fight. It's okay. It's like with fucking Goku. Everyone's talking about Goku always wins all the shit. And he's so reverse. No one fucking cares.
Yeah, he wilding for that one.
I can't agree with Iron Man.
Hey, I don't know, bro.
Wait, bring that back up. She said you wilding, bro. What else?
Batman's, bro.
What else she said? Hold on. She said you wilding, bro. What else?
It said, not fucking with Iron Man, you wildin' now. Oh, wait, that one. And by God, ain't no way he slid in on BP. There we go.
Yeah. So basically she's saying, I'll give you BP, but she ain't giving you Iron Man. And I agree.
Taking Iron Man too, bro. I had to do my homework.
Nah,
I had Batman first, but I did some deep diving, bro. I don't know.
Did y'all read the comic book Iron Man versus Black Panther?
I haven't.
No.
But I do know Iron Man versus
you
Iron
talking
Man
about
versus
Death Battle?
Batman.
No. It was a
comic.
It was a comic book. So like, I don't know what university it was, if it was in the canon universe or whatever. But in the future, like Iron Man is going to war against Wakanda. This nigga shows up with all his fleets of fucking Iron Man units going down a Wakandan river, and then out of nowhere, all you see from the sides of the river is big ass fucking glowing panther eyes. And it jumps out. He has a fucking mech robot of a giant panther that takes his giant Hulk buster suit and crushes it in his mouth. And he actually kills Tony Stark. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Yo, Black Panther is that motherfucking bitch. Like, yo,
bro,
I mean, you gotta remember that's Iron Man trying to take the fight to Wakanda. Wakanda, that's outside of T'Challa. That is the whole fucking continent. Well, not continent, but the whole country of Wakanda. If you try to go and try to break into the defenses of the Wakanda, you're going to lose. Yeah, Wakanda, bro. They literally have a history of beating motherfuckers' asses. They are the country that has never been conquered.
Yo, but yeah, definitely. You go to Wakanda, you're gonna fucking lose.
Namor made it easy.
People don't talk about.
Wait, hold on. Black Panther. Hold on. Time out. What did he say? Would you say it again?
I said Namor made that shit look easy.
So the only reason why Namor was able to pull that off, and which is why next week, I don't know if this is a good transition. Me and you are going to do a cover of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and talk about the movie. The only reason why Namor was able to pull off that feat is because he had the fucking trident. He didn't even have that shit in fucking.
Doom didn't lose. Namor didn't lose.
He did lose. They lost.
Not in Wakanda. They won. They got the Batman in the trunk.
They got Namor pulled off casualties and shit like that, but he never conquered Wakanda. They still won. And eventually Black Panther actually killed Namor. So let's stop playing with a real comic nigga. That part. Wait, go back. What she say? That part what? That part Iron Man.
She said Iron Man not coming up the squad to Wakanda. Yeah, that's not happening. Wakanda.
Fact.
No, this
Look, bro.
Oh, this my partner Tay?
Yeah.
No way. Ain't no way.
Stay home, doing big things.
Yes, he did.
Ain't no way that's my partner.
I'm trying to tell him, Tay, they more in Wakanda, they won. But I'm saying, bro, I don't know, man.
He flooded Wakanda, so he gave him a nice pool to relax in. Okay.
But no, even in the comic book, bro. In the comic book, he attacked
ShamWow,
and he won.
You know what I mean? hair dryers here and there. Some fans.
It's okay to win a battle. You can.
You don't think they have rain season in Wakanda, bro?
Hey, what you doing on here? You don't know comics like that. Just chill out. You don't know comics like that. Anyway, so look.
He know comics.
That's from what I know, that's a female. But listen,
Hey?
What I was gonna say to y'all is that Namor won a battle just like he won in Wakanda Forever. Yeah, he won a battle because he fucking infiltrated and shrunk them out.
I'll be
You feel
right
me?
back, y'all.
But he didn't win a war against the Wakandas. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
they didn't go to war, but I'm saying they had a fade though.
yeah, they had a fade. You can win a battle, but you can't win a war.
To Wakanda front doorstep though.
He did bring it up to their front doorstep, but he still couldn't actually beat the whole country. You can win a battle, you can get a dub, but you ain't gonna actually beat the Wakandas in the long run,
got
bro.
A surprise attack on their home ground involving their civilians and everything. This nigga, if he wanted to, he could have executed the whole plan and it would have been good. He chose not to. He did literally just like the movie.
Not in comics. Yeah, in Wakanda Forever, yeah, but in fucking the comics, he tried to go crazy. My real name is Shantae, motherfucker.
Shanti, not Shantae. You worse than a substitute teacher.
Nigga, why would she nickname herself Tay if it's not Shantae? Okay, cool.
That's real name. Real name.
Good job, AA Ron.
Love a nice hot tub, but Namor get off easy. We not gonna act like the Wakandans don't have the technology to bring the fight to them go crazy. That's facts, and that's exactly what they did in the comics. They got their suits together. They said, "Oh, nigga, you brought it to us. We gonna bring it to you and knock them niggas the fuck off." Come on, man, stop playing with them.
No, bro. If you seen, hey, no. When I watched the movie twice now, bro. Even if you bring,
I watched the movie twice too.
You bring the movie.
I watched the movie twice too.
Right when they did the pull up, you look at the side of that shit. It was about to get grimy for the Wakanda.
That's the movie version. That's the movie version.
Like, somebody help! We need some milk. Ooh, that cat needs some milk. That cat needs some milk.
Well, you gotta remember in the Wakanda Forever, he mentioned that we have as many soldiers as you have grass on your country. You feel me? So they outnumbered them niggas. But at the end of the day,
you still seen them.
You saw what happened. She could have the hardest nigga that they had as an Atlantean. She could have knocked that nigga off if she wanted to. You feel me? But she chose not to.
I get that.
Okay.
But still, though, he could have did it first. Sometimes people don't get the opportunity to make that decision.
Just to remind y'all, the battle was Spot versus Nightcrawler.
You're right, bro. You're right. I'm gonna give it to Spot, bro. Spot got it, bro.
We can continue the conversation. I'm all about Black Panther. Black Panther moms on a bunch of people. You feel me? Like, yo, that if we just talk about skill, we talk about tech, we talk about resources and like army capabilities. We talking about him fucking raising the dead. He's the king of the dead. Literally, he could raise zombies and attack you with a horde of fucking zombies. Like, this shit is canon. Like, he's really fucking OP.
Right.
And people think Batman can beat him.
Okay. He's beat fucking Galactus. He's beat the fucking Silver Surfer. He's beat every member of the Avengers at least once. But a lot of them multiple times. Batman ain't fucking with Black Panther. No.
All right, so in this last verse is our final. We got the Spot taking against Nightcrawler. You feel me? Sorry, Kurt. I'm sorry, my friend. But you just experience doesn't get you far in this battle. You and Elastigirl could go take a chill pill, talk it over. But yeah, man, that's it, man.
It's a valid factor, okay?
and right, like, you know, let's not disregard it. Like, it's still
like a lot of you motherfuckers were saying last week about Speed of Sound Sonic versus Lee. Right, it's like, oh, we're talking all about who's faster. It's like, oh, well, you forgot all the other shit Lee brings to the table.
I respect that. Y'all got me with that one too. I respect that. All right, so look, man. I don't know what we got in between time, but we do got another versus coming up soon, man, in a few weeks, man. Y'all do need to stay on the lookout for this, man. It's going to be yours truly, man, Common and Straw Hat. We're going to be going over Cheshire from DC and Hawkeye from Marvel. You feel me? We're gonna be going in right here, probably 3 rounds or so. We still getting it under construction, but y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. It's gonna be nice. You feel me?
Y'all need a judge?
We do. We
boy got some comic books and everything like that. We really getting in the bag on this versus. It's been in the works for a long time. Unfortunately, your boy. Well, it's fortunate, but unfortunately, your boy just got a job as a manager somewhere. I ain't gonna say the full job because I don't want to jinx my position. But anyways, like it's taking up a lot of my time, so we kind of been putting it off so I can actually have time to prepare for the battle. And y'all just saw what happened with my laptop. But we definitely gonna get into this. We've been waiting to get into this. Jew called me out, which is very rare for people in the versus community because they know how I get down. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Namor flooded Wakanda and took over in the X-Men versus the Avengers. Yeah, but then he ended up being under the control of Black Panther and the fucking Illuminati because yeah, he could have did all that because you also got to remember he had the Phoenix Force when he did this. You know, I'm a real comic book nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So he didn't just do this because he had the Trident, but he also had the Phoenix Force. You feel me? So yeah, you can't just say, oh, he flooded with. You can't say he just flooded with Wakanda like he just did this on the dribble. He didn't do it on the dribble. He had an amp. You feel what I'm saying? He had an amp. You feel me? Let's stop playing with the Wakandans.
He did it though. That's the point.
Yeah,
he did it with an amp though.
What fucking Black Panther with Phoenix Force is a fucking monster too.
But you fucking saying I'm stronger than a fucking helicarrier if I have a bazooka? Like, a fucking helicarrier is still gonna fucking kill me.
Yeah. Right. Hey, Jew, do me a favor. Play the video for the versus between Cheshire and Hawkeye. You can see it in videos.
That looked fucking dope, actually. You got an intro like that for me and Queese's debate?
Oh man, it's coming up, bro. It's coming up. I'm so sorry that it's been prolonged for so long, but I can't wait to show you that what we've been doing, bro. Like it should be next week. Like I said, if it wasn't for this job that I just got, your shit would have been done already. It was supposed to be done.
Yeah, you already explained that all to me. You're good. You ain't gotta apologize. Yeah, I'm just busting your chops.
So real quick before we get off of here. Who do y'all think gonna win between Cheshire and Hawkeye since that debate is coming up?
Dry vote.
Just off the assumption.
Hawkeye.
Off of what little I know about both of them, because I do know a little bit about Hawkeye more than Cheshire, but what I've heard about Cheshire is fucking terrifying. I think she might edge out.
This the argument I was waiting on for sure.
So
I'm gonna say Hawkeye.
That's funny. Jew, happy to hear that vote.
Just know these scans I'm about to drop on this deadbeat mama is crazy.
Hawkeye has. I mean, I might be wrong, but I feel like Hawkeye has way more feats to show. I mean, he has way more feats to show because they use Cheshire as like a super dope assassin. Again, just to show how strong the protection is.
I need to hear this.
It took some people from Young Justice to take her down. And Hawkeye's on the Avengers. He deals with a lot more.
Don't even do it. Already got us. So don't even do that.
Okay.
Yeah. We ain't breaking it down. We're not trying to break it down. Just drive up.
Her rogue ain't even fucking with Hawkeye. But you know, it's just know I'm
okay.
Colin got some answers to it, so we'll wait until next week.
Just know,
yeah,
man,
we can go into it.
Yeah.
I know Colin got some answers.
Like I said, like next week we're doing a Wakanda Forever cover. Maybe after that, then we'll do the verses.
Black Panther, man, y'all welcome to come back, bro. If y'all seen Black Panther, man, too, you feel me? Y'all welcome to come back on, discuss how y'all feel about the scenes and give it a rating and everything. We'd love to have y'all if y'all seen it, you feel me? If y'all didn't see it, I'm not going to spoil anything for y'all.
Yep. Also, I think we might have a special guest for that. Jew, I'll go over that with you after the episode. I got you.
Word. But yeah, man, so we don't really be in here for 3 hours, man. Go ahead, Battle Junkie. You tell them where they can find you, where they can catch you at, man.
Find me first and foremost at my home at Instagram at Battle Junkies and at TikTok as well. So if you want to find some dope, unique battles from a different perspective, come check me out.
Facts.
Or my boy Thomas.
I don't really have any socials. Ladies in the chat, if you want to find me, you can find me on Tinder, Bumble, Pet Life. Everyone else, I'm looking. I'm just on Universal Debates, just as a dude that hangs out and posts shit every now and then. So, yeah, that's where you'll find me.
I want to give Thomas his flowers, man. Like, this man from the get-go has always been active. This man is active in the comments. He's active as an admin. He's active as making posts. TapN. the different side of nerdom that he's tapped into that I'm not tapped into, which is like the what kind of world would you call that? Were you talking about D&D and all that?
Role play, I guess, fantasy. Yeah,
like role playing and all that stuff. Like, he's really deep into that. What Khan had worn from. Yeah, I'm not gonna let this whatever's under here, because I mean, you got hat here under here. You feel me? But yeah, it's winter right now. You feel me? We ain't doing that. We gotta stay warm. Anyways,
Con worked really hard on his. Con worked really hard on his waves, but they look like the tide's going out. So,
Thomas, I was just giving you flowers. That's how you doing me? That's crazy.
You know I love you, man.
It smell like boo boo.
Yeah, Thomas.
I do appreciate the compliment, though. Thank you.
Yeah, I respect Thomas, man. We do have you in consideration as one of the judges of the 3 judges.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta do that. We gotta have solidified judges. Hopefully,
actually,
Thomas, you can be
one. Yeah. You're especially gonna want, because remember, I used to do this shit back in the day, not only as a debater but as a judge. So,
bet. Okay,
yeah, so you definitely want me on the team.
Bet. Okay, so we got Thomas. Battle Junkies, you be down?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, we got 2. We just need a third.
One more.
We need a third. I don't know who it'll be, but I'll figure it out. Maybe it'll be somebody from BLERD Cartel or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll figure it out.
I got some people.
Hey, you want to be one?
I can ask them if you like.
Oh yeah, for sure. You good? Come through. Come fuck with us.
He said, "Me as fuck." Tay, what's up? You on this motherfucker?
Tay, homie. He ain't no female.
Wait, Thomas, pump your brakes. Thomas, somebody said, take him back.
Yeah. I make a damn joke.
Hey,
I make a damn joke, and y'all like, oh, fuck the white boy. You done.
It was about 2, maybe 3 weeks at the most, bro. And we gonna have this debate in.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. And it's your boy, the comment, KJN_man.510. That's the Bay. Catch me on Universal Debates. Catch me on What It Sound Like podcast, where you get your best reviews and interviews. The BLERD Cartel, we doing well. And catch us on the BLERD Proof Entertainment for TapN No CapN. You feel me? Where if you're a BLERD, if you've seen it, then what's your opinion? You know what I'm saying? Drew, go ahead and sign out. Thank you for tuning in.
You feel me? You know what it is, man. Strawhead Jufy, man. Just as you see it there, man. You can find me on Instagram. You feel me? You can find me right here every Friday night at 8 o'clock. TapN No CapN. I no longer have any Facebook, so you can't find me there, man. But some way, somehow, I'm gonna get some verses and stuff still on Universal Debates and stuff posted. You feel me? But yeah, man, check us out every Friday, 8 o'clock. No doubt, man. We here.